Okay, welcome everybody. Sorry about the slight delay. OBS and my headphones decided to not want to work this morning, so I had to quickly scramble to fix that right before stream. Not exactly the funnest part. Thank you for joining us, Tenwin. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here, in fact. Why is there stuff? There's stuff missing on my OBS still. Okay, well, oh well. I don't have time to really fix that, and it's not vital, so let's just keep moving. We're wasting enough time as it is. Go ahead and start. We were dealing with the Wahaki tribe, right? Let's go ahead and get them handled. Why is my voice barely moving? Even though my mic is fully on, my picture is barely moving. What is going on here? What is this program not? Hold on. Hold on. Let me deal with this. Let me deal with this. Let me deal with this. Is that working? There we go. Okay, now it's working properly. There we go. Jesus Christ. Nothing can go right this morning. Literally nothing can go right this morning, apparently. All right, are we good now? Yes. Everything's good on Stream's end, everything's good on OBS's end, and everything's good on the game's end. All right. Standing atop a goddamn pile of house of cards. We talked to the merchant, we talked to the other warrior, we talked to this dude who was the front man, basically. Time for tribal aggression. I hope not. I would like to actually be able to negotiate something that doesn't end with us having to kill a bunch of people. That would be somewhat nice. Didn't we rest? Why do you still have the ripple sponge shit? Oh, god damn it. I mean, we don't really have a resting bonus right now. So, I suppose we could ask, where did she go? Oh my god. Why do you have the person who does the merchant stuff and the resting stuff walking around the area, not standing somewhere where I know where she is? There she is.
Akira, what?
Need a place to rest. Okay, so we're not getting any bonuses from that, but that's fine. Just go ahead and rest.
Next time, I will secure a body that lasts.
Shut up, Console Hot. You are useless. Okay. That's taken care of. Everybody's rested up. Vigilant Quarry. Don't even remember what causes that, but regardless. Lord Brown Bear, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, buddy. We had a little bit of scuff getting started, but should be fine now. And Twitch didn't show you live for some reason. I do have no idea. My OBS decided to fuck up, and my headphones. Maybe nothing technology-wise likes me today. It wouldn't surprise me. There was a meme on Twitter of what your birth month, like what if you, depending on your birth month, what like indie VTuber you are most like, and I got Amelie, so maybe I'm just cursed with computer
the same
shit.
Headdress Theos wore.
It is, and that is very disconcerting. The mural is quite faded, but you still recognize the distinct silhouette of Theos Ixarcanon. That's not good. That's not good at all. Amelie, who now? Amelie, also known as Monarch. She is a VTuber who, before she got big as a VTuber, she was also someone who did a lot of anime intro song covers. She used to be, well, I'd not say used to be, she is still very big in that English versions of Japanese intro songs community. But she is infamous for her computer scuff. Go ahead and look up how her chat managed to convince her to Alt F4 her entire fucking computer. Yes, Tenwin has the right. Her chat actually unironically got her to crash her computer with Alt F4. Like, that's how badly her fucking computer stuff goes. We are not going to place a bomb in the brazier. Oh my god. Among the ashes, you find charred fruit pits, scraps of parchment, shards of pottery, animal bones, and matted bundles of singed hair. At least they didn't say delete system 32. Yeah. Alright, no, we're not planting a bomb. We're here for negotiations. And they have not yet turned into aggressive negotiations, so... Oh, hi.
Candied nuts? Pardon me as I indulge myself.
This is actually... Ooh, this is actually quite nice. Oh, that's a... You guys even have some of the... Oh. The broad-shouldered woman on the throne lifts her gaze to meet yours. White face paint adds a grim aspect to her stoic demeanor. Smoldering braziers fill the air with an oppressive heat, but she sits at ease.
Her face paint. You don't suppose...
Aloth, we can talk about the painted mask thing later. Right now we're dealing with negotiations. Please do not cause an international incident. I am begging you. Haters come from so many content creation genres, they got to roll them up into another form of streamer instead of their own genre soon, right? Come from so many... I mean, technically, they kind of already are. People just... I mean, I guess... In a way, VTubing is just a mode of streaming. It's not really its own genre. Like, you can take a look at Twitch analytics for why they refuse to put female VTubers in the same category as regular female streamers, because if they did, most regular female streamers get absolutely destroyed by the numbers that VTubers pull in, or female VTubers pull in. Like, that was the whole thing with, I think, Iron Mouse and Shy Lily when they were doing their subathons. Like, oh yeah, we track them as part of VTubers, but not part as female streamers unless we're doing, like, overarching female streamers across the board. And then we'll count them, but we won't count them for just live streaming. And it's like, okay, so you're just segregating them when you want to, and not segregating them when you know it'll make you look better. But I mean, that's Twitch in a fucking nutshell. So not really surprised that they go that route.
I am the Ranga of this tribe, and will not hesitate to send your soul through Tangaloa's maw if you threaten my people.
She steeples her fingers and watches your every move. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Ranga Rusare. And then there's the bathtub streamers that nobody really likes. Well, except for some of the Twitch mods, I would, apparently, from what we know.
The chosen of Ngati is a welcome sight, I say.
She turns her attention towards Takehu with a pause of recognition.
Akira, my thanks to you, dear Ranga, though I bring you no omens this day.
I don't know. We are here on an official mission from Nekataka, so I suppose that could be considered an omen, Takehu. Takehu inclines his head and touches the spot on his brow with 2 fingers.
You have the gift of our hospitality during this audience. Do not abuse it.
The studious-looking man to the Ranga's side scrutinizes you.
But will our hospitality be returned?
A trembling mystic consults a palm full of runes. The Ranga silences them both with a look. Sitting forward in her seat, she opens her fist to reveal a plump koiki fruit. She takes a deep and thoughtful bite.
Takehu, I say we have troubles enough without my people fighting over you.
I'm starting to regret bringing you, Takehu. This is really starting to sound like you fucked every person in this village.
Akira, just so. I will keep my hands to myself this time.
And if he doesn't, I'll make sure he does, trust me. She nods, turning her focus back to you.
The Queen sent you to remind us we are vassals. Is that all?
She sets the koiki down on the armrest, opening her palm and inviting you to speak. Guess the locals really like sushi. I guess so. Yeah, no, let's not cause an international incident right off the bat. I come and speak on behalf of Queen Onekaza II, who proposes an alliance with the Wahaki tribe.
Queen, I am thinking you are very free with this meaningless outsider word. Foreigners hold the islands upside down, shaking them to loosen their riches. Onekaza gives them comfort. Akira, these are not the actions of a queen.
And you don't think that it's wise for her to just bide her time to wait for the proper moment to strike?
Bah! Then she never should have let the foreigners take a step onto Deadfire soil. You think the Queen is cunning, but she is on the brink of losing her power.
Rusare makes a disgusted, sweeping motion with her hand. It makes a tiny detail of the first game kind of strange. The fact that the Amauen in the compass, you know, the one that you went to go get a potion for a pregnant woman, had the name Ranga. Oh. You're right. That is kind of weird. Was she an Amaua, though? I'd have to recheck that section. The Wahaki's conservativeness is bordering on primitivism. Well, near as we can tell, they appear to be culturally influenced by the Leaden Key, so it's not really surprising. I mean, we have people named King. Yeah. It could also be that she was a Ranga who was exiled from the Deadfire or from Rauatai, and people never learned her real name, so they just assumed Ranga was her name. In fact, that wouldn't surprise me. That's how immigrants to new areas often end up with names that are not quite a match for how they actually were in the past. And yet you fall for the same trap that the foreigners have, assuming that she's weak merely on the basis of appearances. Ranga was a career midwife, though? I don't know. I'm just trying to think of explanations for what I can think of. Ruasari opens her mouth to speak, but then
The
stops.
Kahanka queen shows her belly so that the enemy will overlook her claws.
She begins to nod to herself.
This is a worthy tactic. Valia and Rawatai are foolish enough to fall for it.
It is dangerous to make such a gamble with my people. We are more accustomed to these games than you.
Then maybe the Valians should start making proper trade deals rather than trying to undermine a nascent nation-state's ability to govern itself, Palagina.
Onakaza can enjoy her false sense of security for a bit longer.
Maya, we already know that if the Storm Speakers get together in large enough numbers, the Rawatayan fleet ends up at the bottom of the ocean in a single engagement. Yes, you can lay siege to Nekataka and obliterate the city, but it doesn't mean that you're going to actually win the war single-handedly. Why did you bring the other faction sides? Because they work well in the party and I like them as characters.
Akira, you are as blind as your countrymen.
Well, look at that, Maya. The first member of the Island Namawa who actually acknowledges that you're not an Island Namawa just based on your skin color. It just happens to be the one who would most likely kill you. Her lips peel back in a fierce
Before I
grin.
agree to Onakaza's terms, I must deal with a pest of my own. Not as large as the trading companies, but nearly as vicious. You are knowing that the purchase of foreign slaves is allowed in the Deadfire?
A shadow falls over Ruasari's eyes as she lowers her brow. If I remember correctly, it is unfortunately sanctioned so long as the tribes are not
A
touched.
treaty as frail as old parchment, I say.
In that you have my agreement.
To buy and sell kith is the work of monsters. These slavers hunt the waters around Oreo Kuiki. Like cowards, they shy away from the deeper jungle.
In spite of Ruasari's hearty guffaw, not a trace of humor reaches her
They
eyes.
steal my people from their fishing boats and sell them like pigs at auction. Where is Onekaza to stop them?
Ruasari opens her arms and searches left and right.
Someone must teach them the meaning of Wahaki vengeance, I say.
You speak of Crookspur. My dear Ranga, do I have news for you? I have already dealt with them.
Could this be true?
She glances to her attendants. The priest consults his bones. His brow raises and he nods to his
What
queen.
say? If those parasites drew their final breaths, I would hear of it.
The one known as Master Kua is dead, his business finished, his remaining forces scattered. Those captains pledged to his service either now lie dead at the bottom of the ocean or have fled these waters in fear. Even the Rawatai moved in to finish off the last few remaining stragglers and eviscerate their remaining command structure. There is nothing left of the Crookspur slavers.
While Onakaza plays at diplomacy, we are the spear in the guts of our enemies. I have come to expect troubling news from outsiders. Today is no different, but at least you bring me a tale for my grandchildren.
You have been carrying around that man's head for a while. In the tropics, no less, Lord Brownbear. I can't imagine that that bag is in very good condition. Nodding to herself, Ruasari looks you up and down, weighing something unspoken.
Rawatayan warships circle Crookspur, and the cries of bondage carry across the waves like the song of injured gulls.
Crookspur was left leaderless, and it's not like any of the other tribes or Nekataka had the numbers to seize control of it. Someone would move in. Nature abhors a vacuum, after all. She chews the inside of her cheek and holds her silent. The glacier from Rimmergun's realm and dedicate a room in your ship. Haha, we have a storage locker for these things.
Tell Onakaza that the Wahaki accept her authority. If the time comes when she needs to show foreigners the breadth of her power, we will be there. The hospitality of the Wahaki is yours. Respect our ways, and cause no trouble.
Gladly. Now we can maybe cause an international incident by asking a lot of questions. Oh boy, here we go.
Come no closer, outsider.
Oh. Interesting. You reach towards her soul, chasing the spark of recognition. You feel hundreds of births and deaths within her forming and disappearing like bubbles in a boiling water. Hey, Sint, welcome, welcome. Good to have you. You haven't missed too much. thankfully. We just managed to negotiate with the Wahaki tribe, and now we're trying to figure out Aloth's path and all this. You sift past them, focusing your overwhelmed senses on the memory of a strange foreign man. When at last you seize it, you find yourself in this same throne room, but the condition of the place and the memory of your host suggests that it was many hundreds of years ago, if not more. You are seated upon the dais, and a man is brought before you, dressed in stifling, heavy black robes. He reminds you of a corpse dressed for a funeral. He reminds you of something else too, but one of your attendants leans in and interrupts the thought before you can follow it. Mostly here to be an agent of chaos, I rarely pay attention to story outside of rough bits. That's fine, Sint, as long as you find it enjoyable. Thanks for being here. It means a lot, it really does. She tells you that this is the man who you asked to see, and that his people have been harassing yours. He calls himself Theos Ix Arcanon. Explain yourself. Oh, he's missing his normal headdress. Agent of Chaos, I say something chaotic. Oh no. He gives you a smile that sets your teeth on edge.
Your Excellency, I come to warn your people. Your presence among these ruins is an affront to the gods.
Interesting. That's the original Theos voice actor. But when we ran into the vision of Theos in the DLC, that was definitely not the same voice actor.
You must remove yourself, lest you face the gods' wrath.
Indeed, the man is an even greater fool than you had been told. The gods take their time. We have lived here for 200 years, and they have yet to raise an objection.
The timeline of the gods is not for mortals to understand. But even their patience shall wear thin, especially after this warning.
You certainly feel your patience wearing thin. Who is he, this foreigner, to send your people from their halls and homes? Who is he to tell your people, the survivors of the wrath of the gods? What ungrateful guest evicts his hosts? Our ancestors built these places centuries ago. We will not leave. For a moment, his unctuous facade melts away. He blinks at you and your attendants, and you get the impression that your response has surprised him.
Your people cling tightly to their history.
His jaw is tight as he speaks. He swallows hard as if gulping something unpleasant. Right, because we saw the vision in the DLC. Theos was directly responsible for the destruction of the original Huana civilization, which built these ruins. They're very similar to the Engwithans, but not all of them are Engwithan as we know them. At least, if you consider the fact that the Engwithan refers not to a singular people, but to those who were raised up to godhood, then it still technically is an Engwithan ruin. Because I do think Theos tricked the Huana into ascending as Ngati, and that is what destroyed their original civilization.
But where are these designs among your arts? Where is the carved Adra in your wooden huts? These places were not built by the Huana, but by an ancient people from a distant land.
You knew he was a fool, but now you suspect he is a dangerous one. His words are a lie, but like the very best lies, they contain the shadow of truth. Everyone knows foreigners once lived among your people as guests, but they have not been seen in 200 years. What prickles the back of your neck is the question of how he might know this, and why he brings it to you. The murals in this place and the stories of our ancestors tell it differently. How would you, foreigner, know our history better than our own grandfathers?
I have seen your murals, and I know that you will recognize this.
He produces a large helm with 2 horn-like protrusions and a mask attached to the front. He is correct, for you do recognize this. The guards and attendants gasp, and the man, Theos, smiles more broadly.
It was my people who built these places, and now I come before you bearing their warning.
At least that much is true. You turn to your guards. Seize him. Just as a look of surprise appears on Theos' face, the ancient Ranga's memory skips ahead. You are gazing upon Theos once more. This time, however, he has a score of robed men and women, are bound amidst a heap of peat and wood. This time, he is staring at you in disbelieving fury. You have gathered your people and told them that the foreigners before them are the same ones who came to the islands centuries ago. And now your people are angry and frightened too, because every member of the Wahaki remembers the story of how these foreigners abused the hospitality of the Huana. So great was their iniquity that the gods destroyed the great city of Ilkaizo and many others besides. Watch as I wipe their stain from among us. Your peoples cheer, Theos struggles and yells, but his words are drowned out. Let us never forget that this foreigner is a trickster and his people a plague. Hundreds of Wahaki stamp their feet and beat the ground with the butts of their spears. Still, Theos scowls and thrashes in protest. They actually have a lot of accurate information on the past. Again, I do think that fits with what we know of what happened to Ukaizo, which is, I do think it was involved in the true ascension of Ngati as a full-fledged god, which means that a lot, and since it was done essentially against the will of the native Hawana, there were a lot of ruins left behind that the Ingwithan agents of the Leaden Key were not able to fully remove from. They weren't able to fully remove them from the various islands and various sites alongside them. So it basically became a matter of not being able to do their usual shtick, where they were able to so thoroughly cleanse information from the timeline. This isn't like the Ingwithan ruins in El Glanfath, which had the Glanfathans constantly patrolled outside of them and killing anybody who emerged from within. From this day forward, we must be vigilant to root out such foreigners and keep our lands pure of their wickedness. So yes, it's interesting. The conservatism that Theos usually pushes on societies in order to keep them in line with the god's plans was actually instilled in the Wahaki by wishing to fight against the Leaden Key and against the Ingwithan plan. So in a way, it still worked out from Theos' perspective, because these guys are still obsessed with killing foreigners in the Deadfire, preventing anybody from trying to explore Ngati's secrets and all that. It still worked out, which I'm sure Theos probably thought was funny in the long run, given his ability to reincarnate. But I can't imagine he was very happy at the moment from all this. The tribe cheers louder than before. Young and old, Mataru and Roparu all united. A change seems to come over Theos. The struggle leaves his body. The rage departs his face. If this was intentional on Theos' part, just playing a role, that could be the case. Good, let him accept his end. One of your attendants offers you the torch, and you throw it onto the pyre. Imagine if you return Theos to the wheel without breaking down his soul, you meet a pissed-off 7-year-old one day. Well, as I said, I think it would be an amazing concept for either a main character or a companion character to actually run into the reincarnated Theos, who doesn't have their memories and stuff, but still has, like, the potential to be incredibly powerful, like, mystically or magically, and having to help them, like, navigate not accidentally coming back as Theos or something. To make this kind of mistake is all I'm saying. No, that's very true. Well, to be fair, Tenwin, even I started to get the feeling that Theos had gotten used to having his immortality as a fallback and not really needing much else. Like, he is intelligent, he is capable, but his main advantage is he can quite literally just fuck up and just still keep coming back. He's working with the Hawana knowing more of their history than he anticipated. Yes, but I don't think he was counting on them also knowing that it was indeed the Ingwithans who showed up to fuck over the Ukaizo civilization. Which is why I think the whole thing might be intentional. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. You hurl the torch and the flames spread quickly. The foreigners begin to scream as the fire advances, all save Theos, who looks upon you with a strange smile of satisfaction. You pull back from the memory, and the gruesome scene evaporates.
Why do you stare so?
I must ask, Rango Ruasare, does the name Theos or the title of Leaden Key mean anything to you?
I know only that they clang and clash like foreign names.
She frowns, but something in her soul sparks like kindling. There is an ancient presence there in her own memory, which we just did, so yeah. If I might ask, what is the significance of the face paint your people wear?
The Wahaki show outsiders that we know their deceitful face.
She spits upon the floor.
My ancestor knew this face well. She recalled its every hateful curve to the Wahaki histories. We wear the bone-white grimace of our enemies and take power from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I do think this was the case. Tenwin, based on what you're saying, Theos knew that he could push the Wahaki into ultra-conservatism without having to stick around and establish a full-blown Leaden Key cult to keep it in line. I think you have to read her soul. I thought we already did, is the thing.
I know only...
Yeah, this is the exact same... Yeah, this is the exact same one. This is the exact same scene we just went through. Yep, da-da-da-da-da. Continue into the pyre.
Why do you stare so?
Farewell. Alright, now we need to talk to Aloth.
When the wheel has ground you all
Back
to
there,
dust,
with the chieftain. Did you see something?
only I
One moment,
will
Aloth. Let's
remain.
finish exploring in here before I talk to you.
Patrol, I say! Accursed rust bucket!
What?
Outsider. Unlike Barapo, I do not use this as a term of offense, I say.
Tangara gives you a pleasant smile.
We do not see many visitors on Oreo Koiki. Those who come seldom leave.
You said that outsiders don't tend to leave your eye.
They come asking our Ranga to show her belly in surrender. Instead, she shows them their guts at the end of a spear.
Tangara grins and makes a thrusting motion with both hands. What are your thoughts on Barapo?
Ugh, how he fills our home with the stink of his burnt offerings.
Sharp-toothed violent tribals, they sure do have a taste for Koiki. I mean, it is like the mainstay crop of the region, aside from like rice. Like rice and Koiki seem to form the base. Well, rice, Koiki, and fish seem to form the basis of the Huana's diet for the most part. Tangara wrinkles his nose and waves his hands in a dispelling motion.
Rational mystic burns incense or candles, but Barapo burns Koiki, rotten meat, and bundles of hair. Nothing is spared his flame if it appeases the gods.
Fish, like 70%. Yeah, it's their main protein source, and then I imagine the Koiki and the rice make up the majority of their carb intake. What's wrong with the construct?
A valuable lesson about animancy, I say. There is quality and there is cheap, but never both.
Tangara sighs, patting one of his pockets to the jingling of a few
The
shells.
rust bucket does not follow my instructions and ignores my command words.
I could take a look at the constructs for you if you wish.
I am appreciating the offer, but it is better if I learn how to operate my degraded friend.
Yehu being their main protein source is consistent with what you see. Unfortunately, that apparently on this island, that's especially the case. Fucking she's having to give him a warning about not going after everyone on the goddamn
I would
island.
be a poor host if the ironclad thing decided to remove your skin.
And there is our first ad break. Time to do my hand exercises once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And now for the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What the fuck is playing in the background? What the fuck? Jesus fucking Christ. Why did my Twitter page decide to fucking start playing random shit? I had left Twitter open after I made my post and something refreshed on it and it started playing. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, much better. Bloody stupid browser thing. Why does it do that? Never done that before. All right, well, the ad's over. Ahem. If there's a problem with its logical reckoning, there's no danger of it misunderstanding, just failing to understand. Pursing his lips, Tangara looks grudgingly impressed.
Akira, then consider yourself free to tinker away at my rusted doll. Here, the command words. They do me little good.
On behalf of the dedicated staff of the Consignment and Salvage Clearinghouse, we'd like to congratulate your recent purchase of one construct salvage refurbished. Per your contract with our licensed dealers, Remo Caldera, salvage marker 56221, payment of trade goods and undisclosed services has been accepted. Dealer notes, patrol command, unreliable. Attack command, unreliable. Guard command, unreliable. Oh dear. See a company document for command words. Functionality highly dependent on pronunciation and emphasis. Good luck. Son of a bitch. That's what you get for
Watcher,
essentially... Oh.
I would like to speak with you, if you have a moment.
Okay. A calm smile sits on Palagina's face within the dark pupils of her golden eyes, and you can see whispers of blue flames dancing.
I appreciate your help with Jacqueline. Without you, I could not have saved him.
I owed you, Palagina.
And it has made me think about the future of Anamancy. especially in the republics. I know that my love of country may seem strange to you. At times, it even seems strange to me.
Speak these words to activate the contract. Skibbity Riz, construct explodes. Wouldn't fucking surprise me. Oh god, I just realized that was Kato. Kato has the same color of name as Sint, and I didn't realize that that was him talking. Thank you for being here, Kato. My apologies. Oh, that's what I get for getting too used to glancing out the side of my eye and usually only seeing Tenwin and Brown Bear in the chat. Oh, my apologies. Thank you for being here, Kato. Well, even if I don't share your beliefs, Pallegina, I understand you. And again, I owed you after what happened with the issue regarding the trade agreement you were supposed to sign with Galanfoth. Is it the same color? It's close enough that when I glance at it at the side of my eye, it looks close enough. No, it's not the same color. Learn your oranges. Ah, I'm trying. Me and Tenwin are red and you've only mistaken me for him once. Yeah, but I don't know. The way you two talk is very different. It's a lot harder with Sint and Kato because they don't talk as much. I don't know. I think I've picked up on your guys' cadences a bit better simply because you guys talk the most. Pallegina smiles modestly and nods. He is ESL. I am not ESL!
The republics are the only love I have ever known. I would give all that I have to them, to our people, to our future.
Oh, I meant Tenwin. Oh. Sorry, I'm too used to... I've seen other streamers get called ESL when they're not, and I just assumed you were going in that direction with it, Lord Brown Bear. English second language, Tenwin. English second language. Although, if I remember correctly, you said you're from Sweden, which apparently has, like, one of the highest rates of very, like, high-end English literacy in Europe, so... I'm not surprised that you're actually very good at it. If the comment mentions a fat bouncing out, it's almost certainly me. That is true, Lord Brown Bear. I can count on you to be the horniest member of the crew. That makes sense. You've dedicated your entire life to them.
It is not without cause. And it is not because I have lived a sheltered life in the republics.
It's clearly an esports league. God, I hope not. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that considering most esports started in either Korea or frickin' Mexico practically with how many Hispanic and Asian high-end players there are.
I have seen much of the world. Many beautiful cities, people, and cultures. I still believe in my heart that the Vailian republics will lead us into the future. There is a spirit between us, all of my people, that transcends individual citizens and leaders. It binds us together and carries us forward. It is what drives us to create, to learn, to push the boundaries of what we know about Eora, about the in-between, about the beyond itself. It is a spirit that lives in the heart of every Vailian. And it is what gives me the strength to believe that Eora will see a better future.
Why are you telling me this?
Because, Watcher, you walk among the greatest powers of Eora and the beyond. The time may come when your hand will choose the fate of the people of the Deadfire. When that time comes, I hope, I believe, you will see the future as I do.
In the depths of her eyes, you see a brilliant blue flame shining.
Until then, Gores.
Thank you, Pallegina. Sweden, yes. 9/10 of Swedes speak English fluently, and overall, we're an average have better grasp of English grammar than the average American. It is surprising when you don't have to try to learn a language that you overall end up using it worse. I mean, you're not wrong. You're certainly not wrong. It doesn't also help that, and I say this as an English speaker, English really is, as the meme says, less a language, more 3 dialects in a trench coat that beat up other languages for grammar. It makes our language incredibly versatile and able to be used pretty much with anybody to communicate anything, but god damn does it make it also weird as fuck 99% of the time. I just watched a bit of CS2 esports, never played the game. Watching it was kind of relaxing. Yeah, I can kind of see that. I used to watch the old StarCraft 2 commentaries that Total Biscuit used to do, and he was surprisingly good at making it fairly relaxing, even when he was trying to drum it up. It's hard for me to engage a lot in chat, working on cars while listening. That's fine, Kato. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying it's a welcome surprise every time I see it. Thank you very much for being here. It's hard to imagine given her in-game model is a bit slender and she's wearing armor, but logically, given how good she is at intimidating people, Pallegina's probably built like a brick shit house. Most likely. No small amount of Americans take pride in their own English pigeons in their own corner of the states. Not even in their own corners of this. I mean, not even like individual states. Even individual sections of states that speak differently than the rest of the state will have pride in being different than the others.
I was going through Cad Nua's found.
Shut up, Consul Hot.
Eothas finished the job.
Nothing of any value. God likes overall probably should get an intimidation bonus. That would also make sense. Wahaki Apprentice, Wahaki Apprentice. Didn't you say there was a... Where is the construct? Is it the one back in the throne room? Because there isn't one around here. Takehu clearly has a charm bonus. Yep. Any of you Wahaki villagers, storm speakers, Wahaki villager. Don't think of any real value around here. Oh, what's this? Eggs. Standing in the darkness right behind the guy? Hold on. Can't believe I'm having to do this. Just a fucking... Come on. Whip the torch. Yeah, no. There is no construct by this guy. There is no construct. I think it's supposed to be the one in the throne room. And I think it's supposed to be over here, but it didn't move. Hold on. There we go. The construct trembles and rattles, its vacant gaze wandering without purpose. Habit and routine are seemingly the only forces keeping it upright. Tap into the soul energy of the construct. The construct abruptly hardens its bearing and turns to you, standing at attention. It seems that conflicting instructions for too many masters has led to the rapid degradation of the construct's short-term memory. Wipe the construct's memory. You draw out the babbling, incoherent mess of instructions received over the years, and the construct trembles throughout the procedure. It now stands at ease, regarding its surroundings with fresher clarity. Huh. Maybe you'll prove useful later. Obviously, that's how you kill off the other one of her advisors, which we are not doing. Oh, Barapo, you're the third one. What do we... Yep, get back here.
I would pray louder if it kept outsiders away from Oreo Kawiki.
Barapo straightens his bearing and looks down his nose at you.
I say Ruasare would not like it if I denied you hospitality.
What is your role in the tribe, Barapo?
I keep the gods at bay.
He touches his brow with a shaking hand.
The tribe balances on the edge of ruin, and my burnt offerings appease those who watch over us. Godlessness raised the green man, and the gods will put him back down, I say.
Oh, you guys have actually seen Eothas, trust me. Godlessness is not what raised him, unfortunately. Not even close. In reality, it's... Yeah, no, there's no point in trying to explain it to you. You guys don't even really have an Eothasian equivalent in your pantheon, so it really doesn't work trying to explain it to you. How do you and Tangara get along?
He ventures away from our islands and invites the wrath of the gods, I say.
Barapo folds his arms and squeezes his shoulders.
May Ngati devour that outsider construct he dragged back with him.
Okay. Well, hopefully whatever I did with that will help out this guy. Can I actually... Nope. So that is purely just for killing him if you want to kill him. It does nothing to actually... I thought we could actually help the guy. I was just trying to be helpful. Alright, okay, Aloth.
You look like you have something on your mind.
I managed to read an ancient memory in Rusare's soul and found a link to the Leaden Key. You tell Aloth about the past life you glimpsed in her soul, about the long-ago meeting with Theos, his warning of the ruins, her decision to execute him, and her mandate to the Wahaki to defend their territory from outsiders.
Diverus? That was the same story he told the Glanfathens. At least the Wahaki made him pay for his lie.
But Pallegina, you've got to look at it from another perspective. Despite it being a quote-unquote failure, the Wahaki are doing exactly what Theos wanted anyways as a way of keeping the outsiders out.
Then the Wahaki are the painted masks. They've been serving the Leaden Key's interests for 2,000 years without even knowing it.
Aloth blinks, working through the implications.
Though not, it seems, in the way Theos intended.
He frowns, rubbing his chin.
That is little comfort. They were still doing his bidding.
Few plans work out perfectly, but Theos managed to get the Wahaki to help his forces guard the ruins, and to him, that's all that matters.
Is it?
His frown deepens.
Belief is a curious thing.
He crosses his arms, settling back on the balls of his feet.
Once, the Wahaki believed they were guarding themselves against the Ingwithans, Theos' people. Yet over time, they became hostile toward all outsiders.
Stories and messages change. Theos was the only one who had that certainty and clarity because Woedica continued to reincarnate him as a whole soul every time he went through the wheel.
But don't you wonder if bearing that message was part of what made Theos who he was?
He raises an eyebrow and falls quiet for a moment.
It's not just that the Wahaki misread Theos' original message. It fundamentally changed them.
Purses his lips.
They went from being a large and well-connected tribe to a much smaller one defined by isolationism.
Worry burrows into the shadows and creases upon his face. And this has you thinking again about the consequences of your intervention with the other aspects of the Liden Key cult.
You see all the ninnying I suffer from this lad? Right sure 'tis rattling all around in his noggin. You know me too well.
His wry smile doesn't quite banish the air of melancholy.
I've been chasing the Liden Key, trying to undo the harm they've caused. But what if I'm only making matters worse?
Private agony muffles his voice, and his breath catches in his throat as the full weight of his words hit him.
Might I be to blame? Have I made a grievous mistake in getting involved?
Through his scars and lines and newfound purpose, you catch a glimpse of the Aloth you knew 5 years ago, scared, alone, and desperate for direction. I'd say Aloth really fumbled the Bloodletting guy. Well, yeah, he did. I think he also fundamentally misunderstood how Theos was running things. He just assumed that because Theos was this mastermind who could reincarnate wholly and completely with his memories every time, that he would have total and complete control over everything the Liden Key did everywhere. Instead, Theos was very good at being able to utilize local beliefs and local customs to set up self-reinforcing conservative ideals in various societies. Take advantage of specific moments in history when these societies are hurt. Take advantage of those moments in such a way that ensures that they create self-reinforcing structures that do exactly what you want them to do. And then, quite frankly, everything else is just set dressing. That culture can diverge in such a way, but so long as those key foundational aspects remain, Theos doesn't have to come back. He can just let things play out. I think that was the big worry for them in places like the Dyrwood, between Dyrwood declaring independence from Adir, and then Dyrwood managing to come to an alliance with the Glanfothans, and then not long after that defeat Raid Saris when Eothas showed up. I think that's why Theos went in to try and disrupt the Dyrwoodans, because he was convinced that they were essentially setting themselves up for a massive cultural and technological leap. It would also explain his attempts to sabotage animancy in the country. He wanted to, once again, create a local culture that would be self-reinforcing of Liden Key ideology. Was presented versus other evil secret cult enemies in stories like these as they fumbled all the time. A big part in how you learn about them is because you keep finding a body or two from Liden Key acolytes getting themselves killed. Yeah. And that's, again, that also plays into Theos' whole thing. The entirety of the Liden Key was built on the simple aspect of Theos being able to come back. That was its one weak point. Aloth is all about, I need to find out what happened with the Liden Key and I need to remove their influence. My dude, without Theos, the Liden Key doesn't really exist. The Liden Key just served as a vessel for Theos to manipulate other cultures. Without him, there's just the cultures that he left behind. And quite frankly, trying to change that is not something you can really do, one, as an outsider, and two, as a single individual. A weak point that honestly, essentially nobody could exploit. Exactly. We were the only ones who could come along to cause a problem for him. We were the outside context problem. Theos couldn't even envision that we were going to be that much of a pain in his ass in that specific way. I don't even necessarily believe this one. You don't have to destroy the Liden Key, everything falls apart eventually. It's not that. It's that the Liden Key wasn't designed to be like a standing organization. Theos did the only mistake the villain does, let the protagonist live. Yep, pretty much. He could have dealt with us right from the beginning, but he was honestly convinced that one awakened watcher was not going to be a fucking problem for him. It just so happened that we had the soul of an ancient Inguithan Inquisitor, and that played into everything else that we encountered with Theos. Because basically, Theos got the one truly unlucky draw. The soul that awoke within us was somebody who knew him from his first incarnation. Combine that with getting the Pantheon on our side, because the Pantheon did not want Woedica to come back, no matter what Theos was trying to do. And you have all of this. A single awakened watcher, a new madman within a few years. Why would he care? Exactly. Literal chosen one. Well, I mean, given the nature of the wheel, potential chosen one, and also just potential total random fucking happenstance. Now this is, I don't know what, he accomplished his goals, just not the way he originally planned. Your problem is looking for specific immediate results. I actually do think that that is part of Aloth's problem. Like, my dude, you're trying to unravel a global conspiracy that has purposely been compartmentalized and split up 1,000 different times by every single incarnation of Theos, just so that nobody would be able to disrupt the cultural touchstones that he inserted into multiple cultures. You are not going to be able to, like, dude, you're an elf, and even I'd be convinced that you don't have the lifespan needed to undo all of this. So the Iron Flails leader was also a watcher, but he actually comments he can't imagine being awakened and a watcher like you are. Yeah, that's interesting. We never got that dialogue option, but that does kind of make sense. And to be fair, the game itself even points that out. I think when Tenwin said that there is the bad end if you kill too many people. Because it's like, yeah, a watcher and an awakened soul, that is a nightmare fucking combination in universe. Technically, I've only tripled down on that by making my character a cipher. Theos accomplished his goals, Aloth, but not the way he originally planned. Your problem is looking for specific, immediate results.
You're right. Perhaps I've been unrealistic in my expectations, but I suppose that doesn't make the effort any less meaningful, does it?
Just remember not to be too hard on yourself.
Indeed not. I've got Isilmir for that. The strange thing is, this whole ordeal has given me some sympathy for Theos. Not that I condone his actions, of course.
He quickly clears his throat. As dark as it is, remember the problem he had at the start of the game, where the village he encountered and tried to stop the bloodletting only made it worse. While it will cost a lot of lives, I would not be surprised if that actually eventually did stop the bloodletting. So he did succeed, as dark as it was. Yeah. But the problem is that in his mind, that doesn't make him much different than Theos, and that scares him. Merwold was also that combination which honestly led me to believe the two were not mutually exclusive. I do think that is the case. I do think watchers are at a higher risk of being awakened, and that's why most watchers don't tend to last very long. But being a watcher and awakened simultaneously, because even Merwold for a while was fine. His awakening happened later after he was a watcher. So he was a watcher for a time and then awoke later. Our issue is that we became a watcher and awoke simultaneously, which I think also is why tracking down Theos is such a high priority. We don't have the time that other watchers usually do, where they at least have some time before they potentially awaken. We were already ticking in on the clock from the moment go. Yeah. This whole ordeal has given me sympathy for Theos, not that I condone his actions. No, I do agree with this. I even do get where Theos was coming from a societal standpoint. The Inguithans had watched the world tear itself apart, and their plan to them was the best possible course of action. This doesn't excuse Theos's literal millennia of genocide afterwards, but I get why they left him behind, and he kept his loyalty to Woedica and to the original Inguithan plan. Merwold's awakened his soul's old personalities, which is much harder than just a memory. That's true. Oh, that's also the other point I completely forgot. Merwold awoke multiple ones. You're right, Tenwin. He was awakened multiple awakenings in one, and they were all related in some dark way. Yes. He awoke to the combined trauma of like 5 different souls who were all interlinked by their mutual murder of one another. Kind of makes that's kind of insane, like even by this universe's standards.
But I can't imagine he thought he'd destroy an entire generation either. Well, not in the beginning, anyway.
See, that's where I'm not quite in agreement, Aloth. I think Theos knew from the get-go that he would be called upon to do some of the most horrendous shit possible. And given what we've seen of his history, it didn't take him very long to fully justify it to himself. Aloth claps his hands and presses his lips together, trying to formulate a thought. When he speaks again, it's as if he's choosing his words very carefully.
What I mean to say is, he thought he was doing the right thing. Even at the end.
Then his example should serve as a cautionary tale for you, and for us. We should learn from it.
A prudent suggestion.
Awakenings don't even come close to meaning that you will go mad. I mean, look at Aloth. Coexisting with an awakening is far from impossible. Marowald just had the absolute worst combo possible. Oh, absolutely. I felt that was where we were going with that, Tenwin. But yes, he was a watcher. He was in a... First of all, he was a watcher. Secondly, he was in a very psychically soul energy activated place, being Caed Nua. Thirdly, he awoke to multiple souls simultaneously. Fourthly, he found out that all of those souls were interlinked. Fifthly, he found out that they were all interlinked to the place he was currently in. Yeah, Marowald was fucked. There's no other way to put it. Marowald got fucked by the wheel.
At any rate, it will be a relief to move forward. It was always too comfortable to leave the hard decisions to others. To simply follow along.
He cocks his head in reflection and inclines it towards you.
I wonder now what sort of decision you'll have to make when we finally confront Aethys.
We'll find out when we reach him. There's no point in guessing right now.
A reasonable point. Anyway, thank you. This has lifted a great burden from my shoulders.
Come on, let's get going. Yay. Oh, why is this only selected me? Alright, so... Let me see here. We need to travel to Matario Cozy still. We need to return to Queen Onikaza. Still waiting on that. Oh. Varunga's bounty is mine to claim. Oh, right. That was one of the last bounties that we had. I forgot about that. Love Aloth as a character, as obnoxious as he can be. Oh, absolutely. I've never had any complaints about Aloth as a character. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. That went surprisingly well. All things considered. A setting / world I think you would find really interesting with gameplay I doubt you would enjoy would be Hunt Showdown. Set in 1896, it started with an area of Louisiana being overtaken by a visible spirit called the Architect, causing the dead to rise. Okay, hold on. Lots of talk here. Women to twisted living, walking, hide, babies turn to giant monstrosities. The Hunter, becoming immune against the Architect's influence adventure. First area seeking out targets. Some of these are bounties for the sake of trying to research to fight back against the Architect. It's a PvEVP competitive extraction FPS. Ugh, yeah. Slow firing weapons, revolvers, bolt action rifles makes the FPS combat really intense. Super competitive and time to death is near instant. All about getting to an area, find the bounty through clues, and then extract. So I doubt you'd be into it, at least not on stream. Yeah, it does not sound like my kind of thing. Interesting world idea, though. I will grant you that. Very interesting sounding world idea, but yes, does not sound like my kind of game, unfortunately. Of all the extraction shooters, that is actually a good one. I have heard of it before, and I have heard good things, but again, I'm not an extraction shooter kind of person. Maybe if I had a group of people to do a stream with it, maybe I'd be willing to do a round or two, but eh. As it stands, yeah, no, probably not. Only watched it, and it has its appeal, but also not my genre. Yep, fair enough. Go ahead and drop all these off. Anything else we need from here? Nope. Okay. So that is that taken care of. Crystal Desert, Sun-Scorched Desert. What else is around here? There's the Captain's Treasure in Junik Village, which I think we should do now, since we're up here. We'll keep this group for right now. Haven't tried out extraction shooters myself. Not sure how I'd like it. I just haven't been in an FPS kind of mood, and I still like story with my game. Like, I do still want to do the Metro series on stream at some point, just because I love that that franchise. Reaction-based stress, who wouldn't like that? Alright. Ooh. Let's check out the shipwreck first. Sift through the wreckage. Oh, we found a cannon. We found some Royal Deadfire colors. A strange pendant glowing with a soft internal light. Oh. Breath of Flames. Deals damage to anyone over there. Okay, nice. Call the Clutch. Call worms and a drake to your aid, summoning them to battle. Summons 3 desert worms, young drakes, and worms. Okay, okay. That's not bad. As well as gains +1 burn armor rating and +1 slash armor rating. Very nice. I've been wanting to play Fallout New Vegas, but I swore off downloading from Nexus due to their recent behaviors. Yeah, Nexus can be a bit of a bitch. But there's really nowhere else you can fucking download anything mod-related other than them. Unless you're going for adult mods, then you have to go to other... Well, I say you can get adult mods on Nexus, but there's other places that do a lot more than them. The visual art style is very cool. Game avoids the usual modern PvP shooter problem of gritty, serious military shooter. Now let's have fucking unicorns. All characters and skins in game have been extremely well set in the universe, and also so much gun porn. Plus, late 1800s guns are so goddamn beautiful in a lot of cases. Alright, we found everything in the ship. There's also a camp. Yep, Scoria. And then there's this. And then there's Junvik Village. What are you? To a site called Wabbajack, which has whole mod packs to download, so I may try that. Yeah, Wabbajack is a program that just kind of funnels mod packs in general.
The drowned barrows are closed.
An elderly dwarf folds her arms, her disapproving frown warping the tattoos that encircle her face.
If you want to join your son, you can offer yourself to Nemnock next season.
Listen in.
Our elders crossed the land bridge to protect their children. You disgrace their memory, feeding our young to the mountain Anik.
The auburn-bearded dwarf waves towards an imposing peak on the horizon, its cliff face shaped like a leering skull.
Nemnock will release my son, or perish.
Nemnock. You're right, Tao. Why does that name sound familiar? But I don't recognize it. Tatok utters the words in a hate-filled whisper that causes Anik to hiss through her teeth. What happened to your son?
Sacrificed himself for the good of the tribe, right, Tatok?
I lived a full life in the shadow of the barrows. Kali deserves the same.
If you reject Nemnock's accord, then you are truly lost. May Kali find peace in the embrace of the Mighty One.
Anik grits her teeth and marches across the settlement, turning her gaze to linger on the distant outline of the mountain. Oh, why is my ad thing not showing up? I just realized that. Oh, god damn it. Can we remove? Is there a refresh? Something? God damn it. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Oh, why isn't it working? God damn it. What happened to it? Trying to see if I can fix this before the fucking ad is over. What the hell? I didn't. Properties. See, it's showing up in the properties tab for it, but it's not actually working. Damn it. Hold on. Copy. Close pop-up. Open up this. Okay. Nope, that still didn't fix it. God damn it. It's so weird. It's showing up just fine in the lower settings, but it's not showing up. What the hell happened to it? Chroma key. The chroma key set properly. I don't know. It's. I'm gonna have to look into that. God damn it. That means it hasn't been working this whole time. Fuck me.
Spit on Nemnock.
Well, let's get back into the game. Let's figure out what this is going on. And this looks like a giant imp. The air feels slightly warmer around the carved figure. Dog. We have found Dog. We have retrieved Dog. +1 resolve. Party members receive a reduced penalty to recovery from armor. Nice.
I'm here. Of course.
Now, what are you doing? The fish have long since dried and have lost their odor. Muttering in prayer, the tattooed chieftain scoops palmfuls of sand into a stout mound. She leans forward and blows on the mound hard enough to scatter it in the breeze. A smile spreads across her face as the breeze carries due north.
I offer amends for the slight of Tatok, Great One. A gift of breath and wind for his wasted words.
She opens her arms and calls out to the northern horizon, finally dusting off her palms and turning towards
Speak
you.
up, unless you're just resting your sea legs.
Study her face tattoos. The ink outlines a complex maze from her jaw to her brow, and you get a little dizzy just from peering closer. Anik smiles as she takes note of your interest.
When I was born, the Holy Woman told my mother these markings would bring me luck. So far, they bring only more questions. But is that not the nature of faith?
What is a tribe of boreal dwarves doing in the Deadfire?
Thriving, my outlander friend.
Your little argument over there speaks otherwise. Her lips part, showing strong
The
teeth.
elders of my youth told stories of those who crossed the sea by a great land bridge. Now, I tell them to my children. The gods opened a path for us, and we trudged forward, spurred by inviting whispers carried over the horizon.
She nods towards the mountain in the north.
We followed prophecy until we found mighty Nemnok, who gives us safety, security, and a future.
What was that argument about?
Kali joined mighty Nemnok in the Drowned Barrows, against the wishes of his infidel father.
Anik folds her arms and glances over your shoulder. Maybe it's the brake clean getting to me, but that sounds like Argenta from Rogue Trader. Yeah, I'm not hearing it, Kato, so I'm not sure.
Nemnok does Kali great honor. Tatok is a fool to think otherwise.
What is Nemnok?
Nemnok is the god of this island and patron of our tribe.
Anik crosses her arms over her chest.
Nemnok gives life and safety to all Junvik. To feed the barrows with sacrifice is to feed our prosperity.
Why did Nemnok take him then?
It is not for me to question the will of a god, nor is it any business of yours.
Oh no, believe me, it's definitely my business. Believe me, I sometimes wish it wasn't. But in this case, it definitely is. She furrows her brow and pins you with a warning glance.
Kali was blessed to be taken. May we all be as clever and beloved as he.
Not for me to question the will of the Emperor. Never mind. You mentioned something about an accord.
In exchange for our obedience to Nemnok's laws, the Mighty One guarantees our safety and plenty.
She clasps her hands over her heart and bows to the north.
One day, all of the Deadfire will accept Nemnok's accord.
Oh, Jesus, we're dealing with real fanatics here.
A strange covenant from a strange god, I say.
Takehu touches his chin and purses his lips. Careful, Takehu, the Valians might call your people's relationship with Ngati similarly strange. Tries to block out discussion, pisses me off. This place is on the list when I do a playthrough.
You are the only strange one here. Enormous fish.
She stares up at Takehu with a mixture of distaste and awe.
Speak on.
Alright, let's go talk to the other guy then. Tatok. I take it you're a little more talkative.
Ink must have leaked through Anik's skull if she thinks I'll stand idly by.
Tatok mutters to himself as he presses a fine chisel into the scales of his armor, engraving runes one laborious curve at a time. Let's take a look at the engraving. The runes are in the Nasitak language, at least half of which spells out a litany of violent and colorful curses. Why does that count as a clever response? All I did was look at the fucking armor. The chisel goes askew and draws a harsh line across the iron, and his eye twitches.
Ah, there goes the rest of my day. What do you want, Outlander?
Sparing you a glance, Tatok begins to furiously buff the metal with the edge of his fist. Anik told me about Kali.
She tell you about walking him up to the mouth of the barrows without my say?
He grimaces to the east.
Nemnok accepted him. An honor to some, a tragedy to me.
Tatok sighs and wipes his brow with the back of his hand. This Nemnok lives in the Drowned Barrows?
Aye, there in the big mountain. Mighty Nemnok's hall of power.
He nods towards the distant peak.
Nemnok and the ogres watch over our tribe, keep us safe. But the cost.
He shakes his head and chisels a deep accent into one of the runes. So this Nemnok is your god?
God of the island, a great terror of a being, but kind to us when we follow the rules.
He shakes his chisel at the stone idol in the center of the village.
His likeness is the most any of us have seen. We only meet his ogre minions who guard the isle. The children we send, they face him in the mountain.
He nods towards the northern horizon. I've heard nothing of a new god. This might bear a closer look.
Nimnok sure takes like a god. He demands readers, scribes, anyone handy with ink and quill. My colleague had the misfortune to be born clever.
Tatok grimaces to himself. There are a lot of ogres in the Deadfire. There's a decent number, but we ran into more in the Deerwood once we actually started running into the high-level areas. The most ogres we've really seen is mainly on the pirate area, where they're occasionally brought aboard as ships to be used as, like, you know, heavy shock troops. This is the first we've seen of an ogre group, at least as far as I can recall. Like an ogre tribe, I should say.
Did you say you'd go to the Mountain of Power? Would you find my boy while you're there?
Tatok pauses his work to blink at you.
We send other tithes to the mountain as well. Gold, gems, items of power, if such things interest you.
I'll look out for Kali if I'm there.
My thanks, Outlander. I have no cause to expect help, but I'll take it where I can.
Tatok tentatively inclines his head.
Next time it'll be Nimnok who pays.
Tatok chews his lower lip and sighs as he marches towards his hut. Hey, another dog.
I'll take care of this.
+1 to might. Party is less likely to be hit by enemies. Nice. That's a nice straightforward bonus.
Outsider, you come for food?
Sure, show me what you got.
Wish.
Ooh, Nature's Embrace. 10% chance to grant the wearer nearby ally's wood skin when the wearer is critically hit. That's never very good. +2 to burn armor rating. +2 to freeze armor rating. Okay, not the worst. Not the worst. And she sells some basic food supplies. Nothing really interesting. Alright, y'all don't care if I take that. Fine by me. Y'all don't care if I take that. What is that symbol on your shield, good sir? Turn around. No, you're not going to turn around. Fine. Wow, that's it. This is...
wonder what happened to your old pets.
Shut up, Console Hot. Oh. Okay. That wasn't there before. Oh, you have to go through the village and you can't just walk through. That's kind of annoying. All right, let's... there's definitely fewer, but they're definitely more mingled. I could see that. I mean, the pirates really don't care. To them, ogres are like the perfect shock troops for a boat encounter. And while they eat a lot, the Principi don't tend to sail for very far when they're raiding. Oh, stretch. There we go. All right, let's find out what this place is about. A mountain commands the northern horizon. Its cliff face, the likeness of a rotted skull. Scavenger birds circle high above its peak in a morbid halo. As you approach the base of the mountain, the beating of drums reverberates from the skull's gaping mouth and vacant eye sockets. Let's climb up to the eyes. Pitted rocks offer enough hand and footholds to climb as high as the bridge of the nose. The reverberations of drums shake free an occasional pebble. Climb into the right eye. You step to the ledge of the right eye socket. A short drop leads down into the shadow of the skull's cavity. The scent of brazier emanates from some distant corner of the cavern, promising light and warmth. As you pause to survey your surroundings, the oppressive beating of the drums throbs in your ears.
Really make this thing sneeze or we're all dead.
Alright, let's find out what's in here. There's some kind of ruins in here. Oh, okay, that was close.
I'll handle this. I'm here.
I also switched my pistols. Indeed. There's another one. I can see it.
Yes.
There we go.
Here.
Exceptional wand, Azada shells. Okay. Well, it's exceptional equipment, so maybe it's not too bad.
You have only delayed your death.
Shut up, Console Hot. We keep having this discussion. You're not having nearly as many unique voice lines as I thought you would, and this is getting annoying. That.
Can't hide from me.
I'm here. I shall.
Oh. Alright, well, that's a full-blown Jotun, not just a fucking ogre, so that is problematic. Go ahead and disarm that. Come on. There you go. What's down here? What were you guarding? Wow, fish and eggs. That's what that trap was guarding. Fuck you, game. Oh, he's moving around here. Let's see if we... Oh, that's... Okay, barrels guard, barrels... So that's... Shut. Fall back, fall back, fall back, fall back. He's gonna follow us. That's fine. Maya. Open fire.
You see that? She.
Alright, everybody else, drop out of stealth, please.
Attack.
Yep, here they come. That's what I figured. Okay. Give me... Aloth, give me... Delayed fireball centered behind the ogre, because here they come. Go ahead and give me Ninagaus freezing pillar also behind them. There we go. Keep them bunched up. Keep them bunched up. Let's go ahead and paralyze. Oh boy, here they come. Yep. There we go. That's out. Now give me another explosion. Aloth, give me... Target plus beam to all creatures in its path, so that's kind of useless. Concussive missiles? No. Just give me... No, 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 no. Warlock. Drop the hammer on that warlock, if you would, please.
Got it.
Let's go ahead and mind control the guard if we can. Oh, good. We dropped that just perfectly on him. Everybody focus on killing that guy. I'm going to go ahead and disintegrate you.
I have never seen anyone.
Maya, focus on killing the guard, please, if you would. Taking plenty of damage. Where's that guard of theirs? There we go. Guard is about to switch back. There we go. Everybody focus on him, please. I'm going to go ahead and mine. There we go. Mobilized. Everybody hit him.
How could I miss that badly?
Oh my god, he's just not taking any damage. Please. There we go. Nope, nope, that's too much. There we go. Fucking petrify him, please. There we go. That took care of him. Much better.
How may I help?
At your service.
Okay. Ooh, superb and fine equipment. All right, I'll take it.
Naturally.
I shall be discreet.
Unfortunately, those were probably the people who were sent here. So that means whoever's in here has some kind of mind control or is able to convince them easily. The occasional sulfur bubble pops on the surface of this warm water. Ooh, natural hot springs.
This cannot last, you know.
Console Hut, you talk far too much right now. Okay? Okay, so this was the eye. What else is in here then? Oh, Zada Shells, Adraban, Warhammer. Very nice. Oh. Shit balls.
Careful.
Yep.
Look.
Scrivener, Acolyte. Why are they all hostile? Do all of the, even the people they captured end up mind controlled by this guy or what? Drop a fucking hammer on them, please, Aloth, if you would kindly. Please cast the spell. Please cast the spell. I'll shoot them. I will paralyze you. Go ahead and pull Aloth out. There we go. Palagina's up at the front. Ishi, get in there and help. Go ahead and cast that on them. There we go. Good damage. Good damage. Go ahead and disintegrate you. Good damage. Perfect. God, disintegration is so good when the damage actually goes off. Also, that was a particularly large blood explosion. Holy crap. Yep, nothing really major on them. Strange.
What did you find, Ishi?
Found a dagger, some emeralds, and a forgetful knight. Oh. Let this serve as a general reminder that the Flame Naga are sensitive to disruption. If you must venture downstairs, try and give Forge Master Tithys a wide berth when she is at work. Many of her staff have not enjoyed favorable encounters with Kith in the past and used the Forge as a kind of creative outlet. So let's all do our part to keep them comfortable, Acolyte Kinnock. Interesting. What is going on here? Flame Naga? Oh.
What's this? I already told those Aeton clods we're at capacity for scribes and acolytes. Those incessant drums have beaten our guards senseless.
Acolyte curls his lips and advances on you with a look of frank appraisal.
We aren't accepting new recruits. Now go! Our progress wallows as you degrade the left eye with your presence.
I'm looking for Kali.
The new boy. Nemnock fawns over him in the lower sanctum.
Kinnock grimaces towards the
Only
exit.
acolytes, ogres, and Naga go down there, and any of them would chew you to pieces.
It's none of your affair if I get myself killed on the way down, now is it?
Ah, a glimmer of reason pokes through that dense fog.
Kinnock raises his brows.
Of course, it's not my call to make, and you won't get to Nemnock unless you deal with the Death Warden first.
I'm sorry, the what?
You know, Aetons. The big ones, yeah?
He sighs heavily and gestures towards the hallway.
One of our resident Aetons carries a wardstone, which opens the way to Nemnock's realm past the gates of death.
Hold up a sigil of mortality. Will this wardstone do me any good?
Never mind. I do not wish to learn of it.
Kinnock raises a defensive hand.
Just try not to disturb Nemnock on your way downstairs,
What is this place?
From this hallowed sanctum, mighty Nemnock protects the Junvik people, with more benevolence than my former tribe deserves, if you ask me. I give it 5 minutes before the Aetons squash you into mush. But thankfully, it's no concern of mine.
Kinnock taps his chin and shrugs as he walks off. I am so very confused. So you all are fucking saying you just don't give a shit. No, none of the... What is this place and what are you all doing? Someone has painstakingly annotated these scrolls of arcane lore with pronunciation guides. Oh, wait. Kinnock's memo. One of those Eoten clods accidentally kicked the switch to the master's private storage room and nearly snapped it off the wall. Is the sacred duty of playing drums and wandering the hall so boring that they have to dismantle our home brick by brick? I took the liberty of pushing some barrels of lamp oil up against the switch. At least anyone who kicks it won't live to regret it. None of you should need to enter the storage room, but I want no delays if the master calls for his favorite cloak. What the fuck is... What is this place and why? Yeah, I know. They
the elf holds his grimoire like a clumsy initiate.
Okay, so this was the other... Okay, yeah, so this was the left eye, this was the right eye, or right eye, left eye, whatever the fuck it was. So, we explored that, we did that, that's the barracks. So the only other route to go is this way. I suppose coming in through here might have made more sense to do first, but oh well.
Quiet.
What else have we got in here? That leads down. Wait, that leads down? Then what else is up here? Did we miss something? Doesn't appear... Didn't he say something about the storage room? Hold on. Yeah, did we actually pick up one of those? Because I don't know if we had one from before or not. Maybe it's one of the wardstones? Hold on. By time. I mean, I guess we had one. Darkness, Nightmare, Atrophy, Death. So it's probably a sigil of... It's probably a Death wardstone then that they have. Did say something about barrels, which these are the only ones I've seen, but there's nothing about a switch.
I am ready. At once.
At least not that I've seen. Alright, let's go find out what's downstairs. Baffling. I don't get this. There's something is up with this place. Something is up with this place. Nemnock the Devourer. Lures in the depths of the drowned barrows, takes offerings. Merely some new aspect of skein or whale playing tricks on the world. The matter bears close scrutiny. No, this is already too academic to be skein. You keep repeating it, Tenwen, and it's making me worried, but I don't want spoilers. No spoilers, please. Nemnock. What the fuck is that? Oh, I can hear the drums now. What is this place and why?
Look.
Oh. Okay, there's the Jotun. Guess we could try to get in here first. What is that, a shrine? Oh dear. Yeah, it's a shrine. Oh dear. Okay, hold on. Let's try grabbing you with that. Go ahead and give me a hailstorm with this, and then we need to move in fast so that we can get out of the way of the Jotun. You have a spell that would actually be useful right now? Yes, go ahead and just cast Minoleta's minor missiles on the guard, please. Go ahead and engage. There we go. Go ahead and paralyze. Right. Go ahead and shoot the acolyte. Everybody else move inside the room. Don't move into the combat. I told you. Oh, you fucking game. Why would you do that? Go ahead and disintegrate. Well, fine. Alright, we've almost got this. We've almost got this. Let's see if we can finish this guy off before the Jotun shows up. There we go. Perfect. Oh. This guy's about to wear off. Shit. Well, we still didn't attract the Jotun's attention, so this is fine. Do I have enough? I do. Go ahead and disintegrate him.
It makes no difference.
God, disintegration is so good.
I'm here.
Just some basic equipment again. Why does the statue seem to follow you as you move about the room? Well, I don't like the look of that. Again, it just looks like a giant imp. What the fuck are we dealing with here? More guards, a warlock. Nothing else in this room.
We're not.
Just let's deal with him. Start off strong. Let's go ahead and... Yes, go ahead and mental binding. Nemnoch is a god. Yeah, sure he is, Tenwin. Oh my god. Will you please all just drop out of stealth when I tell you to, please? Thank you. There we go. Paralyzed. I want to say, doesn't paralyzed... 25% of incoming hits converted to crits. Right.
This does not work.
Come on. There we go. Did that work? Yes. 240 damage over the next few seconds. There we go. There we go. Extra damage, and he's dead. God, I love Disintegrate. I really should use Sworn Enemy, then Disintegrate to increase the damage that I do, but still.
Still is a pond.
Okay, what the fuck else have we got down here? More hot springs. More guards. That was the only way. Yeah, this is all... It's not like there's a bunch of places to explore. It's all just one way.
Careful. Look.
You son of a bitch. Barrow's guard. Barrow's warlock. Kind of don't have the patience for this anymore. Can we please go ahead and... There we go. Oh, they resisted it. That's not good. Go. Now go ahead and disintegrate. He's actually got a pretty high... Oh, hold on. Fortitude. Go ahead and paralyze. Really? Yeah, no. 72 is the better choice there. Good. Immobilized. Another guard. I was hoping one of the others would get closer. I guess not. No, that's not going to do enough damage. Takehu, go ahead and give me your usual explosives up here, please. Aloth, go ahead and give me petrification, please. Thank you very much. Now, let's go ahead and disintegrate you. Meanwhile, Palagina, keep attacking the guard. Takehu, I don't need you to do that. Please, boiling spray, if you would, please. Maya's still shooting. That's exactly what I want. Ishi, good. Your AI didn't turn off, so I don't have to worry about you. Did that work? Okay, it's only going to deal about half damage, but still, not bad. And lastly, we're going to go ahead and cast the Soul Burn on you. Go. Good damage. He should well, he won't die, but he'll be taking plenty of damage. You bloody... Can we please hit him enough? Maya, you're fine. You haven't even taken any damage. You've got this. Now, let's go ahead and disintegrate you again. There we go. Good hits. Good hits. And he's dead. Alright, deal with the Acolyte now. Much better. Wasn't there a book on imps you mentioned that they nab artifacts that you read?
Of course.
There's a book on imps that mentioned what happens when they nab. Oh, right. They get bigger. Oh dear. You're right. That was... You still have that book, don't I? Oh, God. Somewhere in here. Cena's journal, Angfor's journal. Many pitfalls of imp husbandry. Never allow imps to learn spells or wield artifacts of power. Their bodies sponge up the essence remainder and grow exponentially larger in size. Pilfered a ring and grew to the size of an aurochs before I had him properly drained. Oh, dear.
Eothas will take what remains of your soul.
This symbol, what is that?
I'll take care of it.
Tendrils of steam rise from the pool of sulfur. What is this? Is this the main entrance? Yes, this is the main entrance. Okay, so that's how we would have come in through the front. That looks like it's the forge or whatever was mentioned by the other guard. So what's over here? Okay, this place is more like a traditional ruin. Find leather armor. Rolls a torment cannon shot. Take that. No, he is right, Tenwin, though. Like, it is stuff we've seen, and I was already thinking that it had to be something related to the imp, because the statues are too common in this area for it to be anything else. Oh, hi. Jesus, there's a lot of you. Oh, well, fuck it. I don't have the patience. Kill him. What do you have? You do not have a very strong resistance to that, so... We're going to go ahead and hit you with that disintegrate right off the bat. Ow. Did I hit him? Yes. Good. Now, if you'd be so kind as to just get paralyzed, that would be great. Thank you. Shoot him. Good. Dive in. Kehu, you want to give me a hand with this guy? Oh, these poor bastards actually went out pretty well. Yep. Infiltration of maggots, already petrified, and he's dead. Oh, the add in progress is showing up now. What? Steam elements make sense. I'm going to do my hand exercises for stress relief because I don't understand you. How is it my understanding of this system is going down the more I use it? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And for the left hand, let's bat it out in 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and hold. I've decided I'm starting a new Pillars run right now with a dwarf named Kertog. Kertog? Why do I feel like that's a reference to something that I'm not getting?
Of course.
Kertog. Kertog. Ooh, Fire Naga sword. That's actually really cool. Why can't we get one of those as a unique weapon? They look bitchin'. Give it a second.
Let's keep quiet.
Kertog. I don't get it. Kertog. Oh, Gotrek. It's Gotrek backwards. It took me a moment.
I sense the predator in the water.
There's a lot of you bastards. Okay, these guys are actually making stuff. I don't understand why, but they definitely are. Alright, fuck it. Take him down. Let's see here. Oh, I'm in melee range. I did not realize that. Okay, well, go ahead and paralyze you. Oh, wow. You're... Yeah. Go ahead and paralyze you. Get out of range. Switch to the guns. Then we're going to go ahead and disintegrate you. Actually, no. He's already about to die. Go ahead and disintegrate him. There we go. Yep, you're about to have a bad day. There we go. Taken care of.
Indeed.
Maybe we should make a snakeskin belt out of these guys.
I'll handle that.
Sweat speckles your brows. You step closer to the glowing forge. Superb greatsword, ruby. Still, like, no explanation for what is going on here. I'm very confused. Oh, hi. Alright, as per usual, engage with our 2 shots. Paralyze him. Then hit him with the disintegrate. Disintegration. Crits. Oh, very nice. Well, he's fucked. Make a Naga skin purse and give it to Maya. She would probably unironically find that pretty good. Wow, really? No loot from you? That's kind of disappointing. Still need to find out what's in that center chamber. Okay, these are definitely Pargrunan dwarf ruins from before. This has the same setup as the White Forge with the way the bridge is built. Oh. Death Warden Lautek? That name is weird, but okay. I know exactly what I'm going to do then. Go ahead and give me a mind control on him. There we go. Everybody else, drop out. Stealth. Let's go after the might. Ooh. Weakness to dexterity afflictions. Interesting. Doesn't this... No, it targets... Oh, it doesn't target that. Fine. Go ahead and summon up those tentacles, though, because those inflict a lot of dexterity resistances, if I remember correctly.
This does not work.
There we go. Now go ahead and disintegrate. Go. And then he exploded, and your buddy is gonna take a while before we actually get a chance to kill him. Alright, reset. Get ready. Wait for it. Wait for it. Alright, switch to those. Can we... Oh, no, not that. Not that. No, switch me back to that, please. There we go. Already paralyzed. Bang and bang. There we go. Purses aren't a thing yet. Then we'll make it. That's how we'll make our money after we're done adventuring, is we'll start selling Naga skin purses, or just monster skin purses in general. The alcove reeks of distillation experiment gone wrong. Okay. So that did give us another... Hold on. Yes. Okay, so he had the sigil. Okay, I want to double back to the front room, because it's weird that... I was expecting that that would be progress, but I don't think it is. Ah. That is progress? Well, shit. Fuck. Run back the other way. Never mind. Son of a bitch. Okay, so that's all explored. That's all explored. It's weird, though. The way the book describes it, I don't think that they just get bigger. The way the book describes it made it sound like they fatten up, like the way that, like, goblins do in some settings.
Still is a pond.
So it's weird that they're portraying him as just a large imp. Are you... Oh, wow. The entire... Oh, my fucking god. -3 dexterity, -15% health. How many fucking traps did...
Better part of valor. I'll take care of this.
Well, we're probably going to be resting over here then. Maya was in the back. Yeah. Maya, if you would... There we go. There we go. Okay, 3, 4. Are we good? Are we good now? Nothing else? Okay.
I'll handle this.
Disarmed. 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 and disarm. There we go. Now, what else is over here? This must be the storage room they were mentioning. Because it said that if you try to pull the lever or break it, then it sets off all the lamp oil. So if that's the case...
What's on your mind, cutie?
You wouldn't mind. Let's just go ahead and shoot that. Why are you... Oh, there you go. And then shoot the barrel. Oh, these are regular barrels. I just assumed that they were...
You were saying can do.
Okay, well, we can't get to that just yet. Oh, wait. Oh, yes, we can. Put them in water. Oh, that didn't... That's... What the fuck? But it's a water spell. It should put it out. Right? That would make sense, right? Counters fire.
It will be so.
No elemental interactions? Oh my god, so I just... Well, let's rest for right now, I guess. Or maybe... Do I just run in and grab it?
Tell me.
Pallegina, you have the armor that's really good. Oh, that didn't... Wait.
Tell me.
Okay,
once.
game, you've officially confused me now. If we use the stairs... Wait, that goes up? Oh. What? Okay, no, these might be Huana ruins then? From the first civilization? Many of these threadbare scrolls are held together with stitching. Others show signs of claw marks. Okay, so... Oh, Nemnok's cloak. Hello. Life of Suffering, plus 15% damage taken. Blessed in Spirit. Ability triggers when you fall to 75% health or gain a spirit shield. So gain 3 armor rating and concentration for 45 seconds. At 50% health, gain Iron Skin for plus 5 armor rating. And at 25% health, gains Barring Death's Door. Okay, useful, but not the greatest, I would think. His dilapidated cloak once belonged to one of Nemnok's unfortunate guests. This particular dwarf was no penitent worshipper. Rather, he claimed to be a great warrior come to slay Nemnok and free his tribe from the monster's reign. He boasted of his magic cape, which could stave off injury and death. Then, with a mighty shout, the warrior challenged Nemnok to battle. After a brief and one-sided bout, Nemnok subdued the would-be usurper and set to work torturing him to death. Remarkably, the cape sustained its reputation, and the dwarf stubbornly clung to life for some time. Okay, so that's the cloak of his. Hey, a Blackwood log. We're one step closer to getting the final ship upgrade. Very nice. Alright, there's... Oh, honestly, this is probably the safest place to take a break. So let's... Yep, everybody get your Mariner's Porridge going. Go ahead and rest. There we go. Very nice. How in the hell did an imp get this fucking powerful? Hot air billows up from the depths of the sink. Okay, so now we have explored everything. Now we make progress. What is that sigil? Do we have a... Hold on. No, no, no. No, it doesn't match any of the... It doesn't match any of the sigils that we have for ward stones. Alright. F5. Let's get ready.
What did you...
Oh dear. Okay, stealth.
This indignity will not go
Alright, Sigil of Death.
unanswered.
Sigil of Death. Alright,
Yes?
Aloth, if you wouldn't mind, let's deal with this bullshit, shall we? I swear he had more range. Oh, we can just cast it in between them. That'll work. Blow these things the fuck up. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Maya, if you would, please.
What did you...
Aha. So there was more. There's a lot. What? The fuck? Ha!
Yes, of course.
Beginning to hate this because... Not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan.
What's on your
There
mind?
anything else in this room that I need to be aware of? She has a perception of 17. Why do we keep having issues with this?
Ishi, quiet time.
Yes, we're resting again because fuck me.
Must you travel with every godlike in the archipelago?
Shut up, console hot. I'm not in the mood for your bullshit. Okay. Are you fucking kidding me?
Eothas will take what remains of your soul.
You were saying? Can do.
What is... Oh, that was cannonballs, right. Come on, game. You should use someone with high perception to search for traps. Uses person with high perception to search for traps. Doesn't spot any of the traps that actually hit me.
Only I will remain.
Where are we now? Oh, great. Okay, 2 Jotun, some supplicants, and whatever the fuck that... Oh, that's a lot of them. Oh, dear. Oh, that's a lot. That is a lot of enemies. Holy shit.
You were saying?
Okay, we're gonna make a hard save here.
Aye, aye.
Mighty Nemnok, we lay down our lives before your magnificence. You are the keyhole, the stem of the rose, the jewel in the pommel. You are the branches and the roots, the fertile soil, the life that hides in water. You are the well and the bucket.
You have
the
only
swaying of the cord,
delayed your
the
death.
curve. What's this? Who trespasses on our devotions?
The acolyte's voice echoes across the hall, a resounding chant from the worshippers continuing uninterrupted.
Nemnok, Nemnok.
You've taken your last step in the Master's sanctum, Outlander. Nemnok will suck the marrow from your soul.
A delighted call rises from the congregation as they redouble their chant. Is that you, Kali? I was sent on behalf of your father.
My father is a disbeliever. I have risen above him.
Kali balls his fists at his sides and turns to look away.
Nemnok is the all-devourer, the one who swallows gods and vomits forth their skulls. The one true power of Eora. Let me show you. See for yourself.
Spreading his arms wide, Kali begins an incantation under his breath. Many of the supplicants mirror his gesture, and the beating of the drums increases in tempo. Then Kali draws a long dagger from his robes. Don't do anything foolish. He draws the blade across his palm and hisses through clenched teeth. Leaning over the mouth of the pit, he lets his blood drip down. A hot breeze gusts from somewhere far below.
Captain, I'm frightened.
Takehu clutches you by the shoulder and lowers his head to block out the noise.
Silence.
Kali grimaces and redoubles his prayers with more fervent conviction.
Nemnok, you are the gaping maw, the lidless eye, the shadow between stars. You are the red curtain, the secret in amber, the light of the Audra.
He squeezes his hand into a fist, forcing more blood to drip from his wound as he feeds the void of the pit.
Nemnok, 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 Nemnok.
Alright, points to the voice actors. They're really selling the whole brain-dead cultist kind of vibe. Wait and observe.
Beloved Nemnok, come forth and let all non-believers wither before your killing stare.
Kali holds out his arms, and the air from the pit roars with an approaching inferno.
Yes, Nemnok comes.
You know, I'm starting to not like where this is headed. Oh. I was honestly expecting him to be bigger. The chant of the acolytes rises to a fever pitch as the enormous form rises from the pit and flaps its leathery wings. A pair of eyes like cut gems narrow to study you. It's what she said. Nemnok, I presume. After a moment of contemplative silence, the creature simply turns its focus away without care.
What have you brought me, supplicant?
Oh, I kind of thought they would keep the usual high-pitched imp voice. That would be hilarious on something of this size. It gestures with an open claw, focusing on Callie.
Sacrifices, mighty Nemnok. Behold!
Callie gestures towards your party. The worshippers around the circle raise their hands and cheer.
You'll have to get through my bird first.
Maya narrows her eyes while Ishi lets out a despondent squawk. Sacrifice? I think
You
not.
will be obedient, or you will be silent.
Kali hisses the final word and balls his hands at his
Do
side.
not waste your breath, Acolyte. I sense this one serves another master.
Nemnok waves Kali aside and glares at you with a hateful intensity as his worshippers take up their chant anew.
Nemnok! 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 I am the only master under this mountain, child. If you will not serve, your blood will fill the inkwells of my loyal scribes.
Nemnok's toothy grin broadens, eliciting a cry of joy from his worshippers. You look like a giant imp to me.
Ah, you have seen more of the world than I guessed. But I am more than your studious eye could perceive. Every scroll and grimoire my servants collect swells my power, child.
Nemnok spreads open his arms, and the supplicants mirror his gesture.
And with power, I will rain a terror long overdue on all who resist me.
You're still just a giant imp.
Mighty One?
Kali turns to regard Nemnok with wide eyes.
Your faith so brittle that it can be challenged by an outlander?
Nemnok's eyes narrow further, and its massive head shakes with disapproval.
Through knowledge, I am stronger than any mortal. Submit to me, child. Resist, and you shall perish.
A wail rises from his congregation. What are the terms of your surrender?
Terms?
Nemnok blinks at
My
you.
covenant is this. Gather grimoires of power from beyond the mountain. Return them to me as a sign of your devotion. Do this knowing at all times that I am your god. Fortune and glory await loyal service.
You can just say Aelith has a boatload of them on his person, right? I mean, yes, but... No, I'm not, Tenwin. I'm really not. Like, I'm sure maybe he could give me something, but it would be so out of character for my character to do that, so we're not doing that. Let's finish this.
You are honored to die by my hand. Accept this blessing.
Nemnok points a long claw and screeches as he swoops into attack, and the acolytes take up a spirited cheer. Okay, I was kind of hoping that some of them would hold back. Okay, how do we want to do this? Let me see here. I'm thinking we fall back and use the bridge here. We can finish off the guys behind us relatively easily and force the rest of them to funnel in through the front.
I see them.
Oh boy, here they come. Yup. Oh, it's gonna be spellcasters out the ass, isn't it? It's time to unleash full-sized AoE. Okay, Takehu's at the rear. Takehu, if you would be so kind, just go ahead and drop this right here. Aloth, I'm gonna need you to drop... honestly? Give me a withering spell on this side. That would be great. Pelagina. Okay, well, someone already exploded. Oh, his son is gonna die in this. Well, that sucks. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I guess we'll try to hold the... It is mainly... There is one guard. If we can mind control the guard and use him against the others, we should be fine to hold this flank. Actually, yeah, Palagina, me and Maya and Ishi have this side. I would really appreciate it if you would go over here and help Takehu. He's gonna need it. Ow. Ooh, what do you have? Marked for the hunt, Eldritch Aim, Arcane Reflection, Lingrass, Displaced Image. So there's pretty much no point in attacking him right now until those wear off. Takehu, please do not run into your own fucking spell. That would be great. Okay, yeah, he's dead. Oh, they're not gonna like me there. Oh, well. This is what we get for dealing with fanatics. Ishi, go ahead and deal with that worshipper back there, if you would, please. Do not run into the spell effect, you dipshits. Wait for it to end. Go ahead and attack the guard, because he's kind of useless right now. Ow. Ow. Fall back, Aloth. Fall back. Okay, hold on. We need to fall back. Paralyze them. Did it cast? Mental binding. 3 misses? Are you fucking kidding me? Can we try that again, please? Aloth. Adrigan. Adrigan?
Too difficult, I say.
There we go. Everybody's paralyzed. Reposition. Get Pallegina up at the front. Everybody else at the rear. Ow. Asshole. There we go. Takehu. Go ahead and drop. Start dropping spells on them. Same thing with you, Aloth. I want to save the Crushing Hammer for when his buffs start to wear off here in a little bit. Plus, he also has Reflection. Go ahead and summon up those tentacles in the front. That'll help block them off. There we go. Pallegina, dive in. I'm going to go ahead and... What do we want from here? We're going to go ahead and... No, we don't want to cast anything on Nemnock until that fucking Arcane Reflection is gone. If that's the case, give me an Eye Blight so when these guys pop up, they can't attack anything. Or not very well, at least. Takehu, give me another spell. There we go. Another enemy down. Good, good. The Jotun are still dealing some damage, but we've got this handled. Go ahead and give me a Blizzard spell. Aloth, go ahead and give me standard Fireball. Try to see if you can keep it away from the... Ow. What is happening? Where did all those numbers come from? Okay, 1 Jotun down. 2nd Jotun down. Why? Okay, Pallegina's up here. Okay, his last buff has just worn off. Mental Binding, what is... Ooh, he has even 100 across the board. Very interesting. Okay, so I think I know what we need to do then. Give me Consulhat's Hammer to start with. Give me Nature's Mark to reduce his defenses. Give me Wrath of the Five Suns. She has already used all of her abilities. Oh, he actually marked me, asshole. Then we're going to try and... Borrowed Instinct. There we go. So that reduces his defenses further. Then we're going to hit him with Disintegrate.
It is no use.
Ow. Oh, God. He recasted Lengrath's shit and now fucking... Did it seriously reflect it 3 times? Are you kidding me? Well, Aloth is now going to go down because fuck me. Shit. You dickweed. He recasted it. Are you fucking kidding me? And it crit on him. It's not going away. What the fuck? Can we try to keep him alive? No, he's taking like 80 some odd damage from every hit.
It is no use. I cannot get through.
Why is it still going? It keeps reapplying itself. There we go. Holy shit balls. Okay, so we can't do that. Fuck. Is Arcane... Okay, we need to... No. Arcane Cleanse. Hold on. Pallegina, do you have any buffs on? You do not. Okay, so I don't have to worry about casting this on top of you. Just go ahead and cast that and remove that fucking ability. There we go. Okay, it's down. Disintegrate. Takehu, go ahead and give me Fire Spell, or give me the Water Ball right on top of him. Aloth, give me... No, not Temporal Cocoon. Illusions Frost, Kalikoth spell. Protection versus accuracy. Yes, let's go ahead with that. Give me Consulhat's Crushing Doom on him again without him having his effect. Come on. He already... It rips the second it comes off? Oh, that is horse crap. It doesn't seem to affect my disintegrate, though. Disintegrate missed. Deflected. No, it did. It did deflect onto me. What the fuck, game? 1 minute it doesn't, the next it... Okay, so all spells are useless. Note to self. All spells are useless. Give me Visage of Console Hot. Summon him up. And if that's the case, Takehu, switch to your glaive. Pallegina, you have used all of your abilities. Go ahead and give me Winter's Veil so it increases the amount of damage we deal to her. I'm going to keep using my gun. Aloth, you are fucking useless for the most part. God damn. Very little helpful. We fight your behalf and distract enemies. Go ahead and summon up your illusions. I'm going to go down. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, 339 raw damage. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right between the eyes.
Yeah, I'm going down.
Someone's down.
Oh, and I exploded because it was a disintegration spell.
Can't get a clean hit.
Oh. Fuck. Well, now we get to redo all that again. Fucking hell. Yep, disintegration still counts as a spell, Lord Brownbear, and it deflected because he has infinite fucking deflection. Okay, hold on. We need to think on something real fast here. Hold the phone. Where did I even get those? Whatever. Okay, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Where's my drugs? We need to... Ripple Sponge, no. Intellect is going to be useless for this fight. Completely and utterly useless. Where's the shit that increases strength? No, it's in here somewhere. Coral Snuff increases action speed, deflection, and reflex. That is probably the best choice. Failing that, Deadeye, I would think. No, don't we have one that gives damage or might or something? Or did I leave that on somebody else? I might have left it on somebody else's inventory. Because they don't give you the option to sort this by type, which is so annoying. I mean, by money is not bad. There it is, Taro-Taro-Chu. There we go. Maybe some food, the skewers. That might be a good idea. Oh my god, I hate it when it does that. There we go. Pallegina already has some. Go ahead and put that there, and then put one in there. Okay. And it's an ad break. Okay, doing my hand exercises, and then we'll try this again. Hopefully without me disintegrating my own ass. That would be great. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. There we go. And yes, the food might also be a good idea. Can we even... Yeah, food can only be consumed while resting. Okay, hold on. Well, actually, we're going to get +2 Constitution, +1 Might from that. Can we just... Yeah, they don't care if I just do it right here. Okay, works for me. Where is it? Hot Razor Skewers. 2 penetration with weapons, +1 might, +1 to all power levels. Yes.
Insufferable.
The stem of the rose, the
Go ahead and use that first. Go ahead and quick save.
And the roots.
And we're just gonna speed through his fucking dialogue when we do this. Taro-Taro-Chu, 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 and Taro-Taro-Chu. There we go. Everybody buff up. Yeah. Bop, bop. Somebody, Captain of the Deathfire. Don't do anything foolish. Stop this, Cully. I don't like where this is headed. Oh god, it's still gonna play the animation because they hate me. Why is the announcement off by so much? It didn't even play the announcement until after the ad was done. I've got to look into that. Yeah. Come on. Nemnock, I presume.
He cannot be speaking of us. You are...
Yep. Okay, here we go. Perfect. All right, second verse, same as the first.
I'm not going anywhere.
Shoot the barrel guard. Shoot the barrel guard. Pallegina, I need you to set up here. Aloth, set up here. Takehu, set up here. Ishi, come back here and help us. Alright, block her off. There we go. Okay. So, we're going to immediately... Oh, that is a lot of spellcasters, unfortunately. We need the rest of them to come in close before we deal with them. There we go, Pallegina. Honestly, okay, hold on. I believe she already marked someone. Yes. I want you to switch over to auto attacks only. I want to be in charge of your abilities, because you guys blew through your fucking resources last time. Just insanely quickly. Okay, so it also appears that AoEs do not affect him. So, not sure if that'll work with Relentless Storm. So let's just focus on using this on them right now. Ishi, where are you? Please deal with the guard. There we go. Guard's almost dead. Those guys are taken care of. That just leaves the Warlock. Good. A-Law. Actually, hold on. Right. I almost forgot. Let's go ahead and... Right there. How are we already experiencing a drug crash? What the fuck? How did it... They had 3+ minutes on that thing. How the fuck is it already gone? Fuck me. Why do I even try to use fucking weapon stuff like that? It always goes wrong. Maya, keep shooting the Acolyte. Aloth, also please shoot the Acolytes. Go ahead and use those missiles since we've got those on hand. Ishi, you should be up here with the Acolytes as well. Yeah, Kali's dead. I know, game. I know. Okay, Pallegina, I need you to heal yourself, please. You are on the edge of the fucking zone for the spell, unfortunately. Takehu, give me a hailstorm directed right on top of them, please.
It makes no difference.
Did he seriously just get fucking... Takehu hits the flame nugget as I... Then why did he stop casting? Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. We need Gaze of the Adrigan. Shrink it no, shrink it down. We can hit all of them. There we go. Everybody's paralyzed. Fall back. How did she get immobilized? By what? Binding web. Please move. Please move. Ow. Okay, we managed to dodge out of that. I just need you to reorganize so the Pallegina's in the front. There we go. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get a fireball going on that front line, please. Come on. There we go. Right on top of him. Takehu. No, not that. Give me a hailstorm.
This is futile.
I know we're taking some hits. It's fine. We just got to focus down the rest of his guys so that we can focus on fighting in melee. There we go. Okay. His followers are almost down. Takehu, go ahead and give me Nature's Balm. That's not going to actually heal anybody. Go ahead and give me Moonwell centered on our rear line, please and thank you. Okay, Maya, can you please kill that guy? Nemnock the Devourer. Kill the Jotun, please. Okay, come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. Okay. We're still in the middle of dealing with the drug crash. Wait. Wait, what? Why am I taking the negatives of the drug while still having the drug's positive effects? How the fuck does that work? I thought the whole point was you didn't suffer the negatives until after the drugs thing had worn off. That makes no fucking sense. It has to be a glitch. I certainly hope so. If it's some kind of thing with this boss or something, that's just a fucking horrible design. Okay, we can't use spells. Switch to the Lightning Glaive. Aloth, keep your illusion spell thing up, though. What buffs do you have that would actually be useful for us? Lengrass Reflection would be great. Arcane Cleanse would be nice. Maybe the game counted the time wrong when you skipped ahead. But I didn't take the Taratarchu until after I rested, so there wasn't any time skip. That's worthless. That's worthless. Hunt's Corrosive Cyclone. Anything we can use to actually help us here. Lengrass Displace Image, Console Hut Straining Touch, Dimensional Shift, Confusion. The Writhing Tentacles. Go ahead and summon those up behind them. Maya, go ahead and mark. Okay, he's already marked for the hunt. Never mind. Give me Wounding Shot on him. Yep, there we go. Plenty of damage. He can't really do much from the looks of it. Lengrass displaced him. Wait, so he just doesn't have... I'm confused. Okay, we hit him with the Wrath of the Five Suns. Now go ahead and hit him with Flames of Devotion. So now he's just not using that ability? Are you kidding me? What is with this boss fight? I'm not risking it, though. The second I choose to target him with a high-end spell is the second that stupid barrier kicks back on. I just know it. Oh, what the fuck? Stop teleporting, you ass. The only thing you have is that people kill themselves with their own spells on you. You don't even do that much damage. Look at that. This is ridiculous. He's just got a shit ton of fucking armor. You are fucking useless. But the second I try to use a spell is the second he fucks me over. So I'm not doing that. Let's go ahead and use Winter's Veil. That should increase our damage on him quite a bit. There we go. Oh, yeah. See, now he suddenly gets the barrier again. It's fine by me. We'll just kill you with auto attacks. It's boring as shit, but we will kill you eventually.
No!
Oh, wow. Minnaletta's missiles. So dangerous. Come on, he's almost down. No, no, you're not escaping. Get back here. Piece of shit. Finally. Dealt and done with. As fizzling energy dissipates and the dust of battle clears, all that remains is a shattered amulet and a tiny, injured imp. The chanting of acolytes ending with a gasp.
No, no, no! Nemnok's amulet! Nemnok's wondrous jewel!
Scrambling, Nemnok picks up the two halves of the oversized medallion and tries to fit them back together, the metal pieces falling apart the instant he lets go.
Broken forever! No! You no kill Nemnok, eh? Kind Nemnok!
What just happened?
Amulet made Nemnok smart. Smart enough to read magic books. All gone.
Nemnok clutches its head and lets out a prolonged howl.
Nasty Arkhamir never taught imps to read. House full of books, eh?
Nemnok kicks a stone, sending it clattering into the pit.
Nemnok stole his pretty jewel. Learned to read, grew strong, grew big, eh? Nemnok said someday he'd fly back and free the others. Give them books too.
Amulet of +5 intellect, probably. That does seem to be the case. That seems to be all it took. Nemnok looks off into the distance. Maybe it wasn't fair, but look where it's brought us. You were killing people for no reason.
Nemnok was best god. Had everything. Lost it all, did poor This a terrible day. Nemnok not smart enough to remember how smart Nemnok was.
I'm sorry, no. I'm getting sick and tired of people being gods and people claiming to be gods.
No! No! Drag Nemnok through Bereth's tiny door!
The himp hooks its claws and howls.
My pets! My pets?
Nemnok glances around the chamber, but the acolytes remain... I mean, there aren't any acolytes left. We killed them all. Whoa, what the... Game? There we go. Okay, that was weird.
I'm not
going anywhere like this.
Oh, it was still using his old voice, too. That's funny. Hey, for the love of God, game, what is causing the problem here? Are we good now? There we go. Alright. Well, this did not go well. Not wanting a pet? That's fine. Yeah, he is not a pet. Pets are cute. He was not cute. He was running a fucking cult and killing people. We're not dealing with that bullshit. I mean, look at this crap. Someone has lovingly rubbed the statue with scented oils that are still wet. We have Veil Piercer. Silent and Quest feels like it wasn't finished completely, a victim of crowdfunding. I mean, it does just also kind of feel like a funny little adventure. It doesn't necessarily need to be big world-building moments, Tenwin, but it does feel a little incomplete. It's too bad these acolytes couldn't see him for what he was before they died. Well, I mean, there didn't seem to be a way to fight him one-on-one. Like, the acolytes were going to get involved. Let's see here. Unfit for melee. Yep, legendary. Plus 15 accuracy against spirits. Veil-piercing attack. Oh! It's a bow with a veil-piercing attack. That's actually pretty good. Mage Slayer of the Committee of Upright Study once wielded this bow. The now-forgotten warrior, under orders from his cabal of masters, was pledged to the committee's mission of identifying, hunting down, and purging corruption from the ranks of the arcane practitioners of Eora. To that end, this weapon is suffused with energies, enabling the wielder to stand his ground against mad wizards, feral druids, apostate priests, and all. So suppressive shots is the minus 10% beneficial effect duration on scoring a hit. Very nice. Grants disruptive arrow. Cannot use active abilities for 8 seconds once per rest. Purging arrow, which is 100% beneficial effect and 100% hostile effect duration reduced once per rest. Ethereal arrows can become exercising, which adds 20% damage against spirits, or weightless draw. 50% chance to recover immediately upon scoring a crit. Very nice. And this is the Chromoprismatic Quarterstaff. Ooh. Bound Blights. +1 to acid, electricity, fire, and frost levels. +5% staff damage increasing with metaphysics skill. And +5% action speed increase with metaphysics skill. Huh. Funnily enough, this would be a really good weapon for Yidwin. Because she has almost maxed out metaphysics skill. An Animancer created the Staff of Copper and Prismatic Audra to bind blights. The captured blights suffused the copper staff with control of the elements, turning it into a sort of elemental battery. Incidentally, the Animancer found that this process also allowed his invention to rip soul fragments from victims to charge the effects of the staff. You can gain Entropy Shield, 1% damage reduction for 10 seconds when hit, stacks 5 times, increases with metaphysics skill. And Soul Storm. Launches a raw damage AoE upon scoring 5 consecutive hits on target with 5% additional action speed and 5% staff damage. Nice. Elemental Induction. 15% damage for 10 seconds when hit with any elemental attack. And Enthralled Blights. Oh. Oh, okay, okay. You keep the... For a second, I was like, why the fuck would you want this if it gets rid of the power levels? And I didn't read it. It just gives you the power levels and gives you additional damage as burn, corrosion, freeze, and shock. Not bad, not bad. And lastly, the Mundane Shell. Plus 50% resistance against Evocation, Conjuration, Illusion. 15 to all defenses against Fire and Frost. 1 enemies engaged, and Legendary. A bereaved enchanter crafted this odd shell from the shell of his favorite pet, Gorgamoth. The tortoise had served as the enchanter's best companion and finest test subject for over 2 centuries. Gorgamoth was ideal in his role as a wizard's pet. He never complained, and he seemed to hold the world. And everyone in it in the same contempt as his master. Gorgamoth was also inexplicably resistant to the enchanter's spellcraft, shrugging off even the most powerful of spells. This quality saved the tortoise from many of his enchanter's raging tirades or more misguided experiments. When the surly old beast finally succumbed to age, the enchanter found himself alone. No one to wallow in his grief, he decided to turn Gorgamoth's carcass into something useful. Bronze Core gives 15 defense against acid. Non-conductive gives additional defense against electricity. Plus 15% resistance against punishment and condemnation, and 25% resistance to evocation, conjuration, and illusion. Not bad.
Tell me. My pleasure.
Well, this place has been an utter just... Nothing went well here. Nothing went well here. We haven't really helped the people here. We haven't really done anything. That staff is arguably the best melee wizard weapon. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. As long as you give them the metaphysics skill. If only it was balanced and kept the flyers out. Oh yeah, poor Soulstorm. Poor Soulstorm. The best part about Soulstorm, I can't even say the best part was the intro with the sisters, because the intro has Vance Stubbs from the previous game getting killed, and that's not good. The good news is Nemnock is dead. The bad news, well... Like, they all attacked us. Like, I'm half expecting the town to attack us now after this.
No god of mine steals a child.
I'm afraid that Kali is dead. The chisel nearly falls from Tartak's hands as he covers his mouth.
Curse on that wretched...
Sighing, Tatok looks up to the sky and gathers his
I knew this
wits.
was possible, even likely when I sent you out there. The fault is with Nemnock alone.
He passes you a small pouch of coins and resumes his labors, his expression vacant and haunted. Oh, we did get an achievement for that.
Outlander.
Oh, really? We can't even tell her that Nemnock is dead? Oh, that's kind of bullshit. Missing out there. That's it. Okay, that's it. Wow. The cowards! The fools! We will take away their metal boxes. Yeah. Yeah, Soulstorm's memes were pretty good. Alright, let's go find out about this treasure that we probably are going to have some massive combat encounter in. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This area seems unremarkable save for a set of large rocks placed in a triangular formation. You compare the Breran Desert Pass with the notations and landmarks of the map made from Captain Henqua's notes. This is the site of their buried treasure. You dig at the spot until your shovel hits a bag of coins bursting at the seams. Kneeling to gather up armloads of riches, you spot the corner of a buried chest. You dig faster and pry it open. A fortune in jewels and goods sparkle in the light. We could do with a new Dawn of War. Third one would be nice. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they talked about doing a third one, but they never really got around to it, right, Sent? They never did a third one. It's a shame. Would have been really cool to see the Blood Ravens again in a third Dawn of War game. You've gained 20 golden suole, 56 silver loose, 270 copper pan, an emerald, a black pearl, a ruby, and Magnera's chain. 5% recovery time on attacker, stacking up to 3 times for 20 seconds when critically hit with melee weapons. Ugh, it's another one that requires you to be hit critically by melee weapons. That's a horrible idea. The outlaw hero Magnera Free Trader wore this suit of mail when she mounted her legendary assault upon the prison in Hell's Gate to rescue her imprisoned husband from the clutches of a corrupt Irwooden bailiff. Magnera faced the entirety of the prison garrison, fighting her way from the gates to the dungeon tower where the bailiff himself stood between her and her husband's cell. The two engaged in a ferocious duel of sabers. The warden, though skilled, was no match for Magnera. His many glancing blows failed to penetrate her chainmail. He could do nothing more than curse the outlaw's name as she cut him down. Hey, maybe it's for the best, who knows? They maybe could have made Gabriel Angelus do front flips or something. Wouldn't that have been funny? I mean, yeah, that'd be weird. Totally weird. Front flipping Space Marines? I mean, come on. We already have jump packs so that we can crash into things. We don't need to be doing front flips. Alright, well, that's taken care of. Surprising. We did not investigate... Okay, so hold on. Outcast Respite is still a location. And the fact that it's marked and not just a random island tells me that it's probably one of the world bosses. Would be my guess, at least. So we're going to leave that one alone. Sad we won't see it, however. Orcs maybe would have had a sick main theme. I bet they would have. The music design in Dawn of War was always pretty solid. Alright, let's check out this place then. Let's see what we got here. Hardtack, yep. Sun-scorched valley. What's in here? Ooh. Oh, it's Jotun. The black sand stretched towards the thin line of the sea on the horizon, broken on occasion by jagged stone spires that jut from the earth. You notice movement, though... You notice movement along a jumbled group of rocks ahead. A group of Jotun are lounging around stone pillars. One of the two-headed beasts drowses, its eyes closed, its chins drooping against a wiry-haired chest. Thought there was a third... Bolter shot, exactly. Don't know what you're talking about. It's the same way that I always wish we could have gotten a Command & Conquer Tiberium 4. Such a shame that EA never did that. No, they got obsessed with making a esports-style Command & Conquer with Red Alert 3, and then they just never got around to doing the 4th Command & Conquer Tiberium game. Such a shame. A second sits upright in the sun, covering its legs in sand. It pats the sand, packing it with its heavy palm. Though it seems engrossed in its efforts, you suspect that its 4 eyes provide an excellent peripheral vision. A third beast scratches its back with a broom, yawning with one cavernous mouth as the other snores quietly. You don't see any other Jotun, but there could be others lurking among the stone spires. Observe them. The third Jotun's waking head glowers as its dozing head and slaps it with the broom. With a snort, the second head blinks to wakefulness and growls, the free hand slapping the first. The two heads growl at one another, but from this distance, you can't make out exactly what they're saying. See if we can sneak up on the... What the fuck? Swollen eye, what? This closes Sam, it hurls it at Takehu. Although the projectile disintegrates in the air, your compatriots still get pelted directly in the face by Jotun crotch sand. God damn it. And I got injured for it. Food. Just kill them. Why do I try anything? We went through the first half of this game with no problem using Maya's stealth skill for all the stealth checks. And now all of a sudden the game's just like, no one else's stealth matters but Takehu's. For some fucking reason. Ugh. Blast them with the fucking ice, please.
Right between the eyes. Watch your fire.
What do you mean, watch our fire? You shouldn't have been hit by anything from us. What are you talking about, Pallegina? Disintegrate you. Oh. Well, that's one fewer. Come on, keep firing, people. We got it. There we go. And then he exploded. That makes things nice and simple. Go ahead and disintegrate you too. Oh wow, that's the first Jotun we've killed that hasn't just exploded spontaneously.
I will secure a body that lasts.
We're also still suffering from the drug crash, so we really should rest at some point. Well, I was expecting more, but no loot and just a bunch of random dead dumbasses. Alright. No, we're not going to waste more of that. Area of effect, penetration with spells, 10 damage. That's not bad. Resolve, hot... No. Let's go back with the Mariner's Porridge. We always get that from fighting in ship battles, so there's no reason not to use it.
How does one possess the time to collect this many fish?
I mean, we're on a ship most of the time, Console Hot. We kind of need them. We have to feed everybody. I know that's an alien concept to a dipshit who turned himself into a lich, but... Ooh, stun bombs. Oh, and that's it. Is there anything else on this little spit of island? Doesn't look like it. Oh, there we go. Cahopa's Fang. What is you? Before you rises a steep mountainside. Rubble and scrub brush block your path, but boulders and areas of erosion might also provide you with ample handholds. Scale the mountainside. You begin an arduous climb up the side of the mountain, and soon come across a small flat ledge upon its side. You pull yourself up over the ledge. Naga. A Naga in a colorful regalia stands on the ledge, arms raised over a dilapidated totem. The Naga catches sight of you and rears back, letting out a long, high-pitched hiss. Throw an explosive at it. Takehu lights the explosive and chucks it overhand at the totem, detonating, scattering pieces of totem across the landing. The Naga shaman emerges from the smoke unscathed, its beady eyes trained on Takehu. A high-pitched screech echoes across the mountainside. Oh my god. A horde of bats bursts from small holes in the mountainside. Takehu fails to duck in time and takes the bat's head on and tumbles to the ground and lands hard on a pile of jagged rocks. Are you fucking kidding me?
Attack!
So the only thing that did was fucking destroy probably a rune stone or whatever the fuck they are. Deal with the ones in the rear, please. Takehu, please conjure up. You know what? Hold on. Conjure up the full-sized fucking version of this spell, please. Or no, actually, hold on. Shrink it down. Shrink it down. Plop it right there. And then, Pallegina, I want you to sit right on the edge of this thing.
Anywhere like this.
Not what I was intending.
You shouldn't be inside of it, so don't... No, Pallegina, back the fuck up. Takehu, you also back the fuck up. Alright? Just stop trying to get yourselves killed, okay? Is the spell gone yet? I don't think the spell is gone. Is it? I can't tell. I really wish there was a way to tell. Oh well. Okay, deal with the Naga Sorcerer now. That's all we need to do. Deal with the Naga Sorcerer, please.
This is futile.
Ow. There we go.
Next time, a challenge.
What was this? Sun Grazer. 10% of grazes converted to hits. Yep, superb. 15% damage dealt as burn, and -1 crush armor rating on critical hit. Nice. Long ago, Ganrick, the great Amawa Wayfinder, sailed the far reaches of Aora, navigating only by star and tide. One night, while far out to sea, Ganrick was delighted to discover a storm of falling stars streaking through the night sky. One star, however, fell to the ground on a nearby island, impacting with a blinding flash. Ganrick immediately ordered his crew to make for the island. The trees of the island burned like tinder, and the sandy beach had been turned to glass. Once ashore, the explorer made his way to the island's center, which had been reduced to a smoldering pit. At the heart of the crater, he discovered a stone unlike any other. Returning to his ship, he studied the rock. It was heavy, but fell slowly when tossed or dropped, and trailed blue fire when in fast enough motion. Where it landed, it sparked, striking with mysterious force disproportionate to its speed. These properties made the stone uniquely suited to use as a smashing weapon. It was resistant to any tooling, so Ganrick instead fashioned it into a strange flail. Ooh. What else does it do? So Blunt Rock is the -1. Killing an enemy with a critical hit launches a burn AoE. Nice. Stunned for 2 seconds on critical hit. See, and there's no chance with that. It's just, you got a critical hit, they get stunned. You got a critical hit, they take -1 crush armor rating. The game designers really need to realize that, quite frankly, that's how a lot of these effects should be, instead of this, oh, there's a 5% chance when you do something that takes a 10% chance for anything to fucking happen. 5% chance to launch a small burn AoE on hit or critical hit. Okay, see, on hit or critical hit, that's nice. Not very high chance, but still. And 10% chance to recover instantly upon scoring a hit. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Extinction Event is a gangster-ass ability name. That is true. That is very true. What was this guy even doing up here?
Yours, the pleasure is mine.
All right. Gather up all this shit, please. Why is there... Come on, gather it all up. There we go. All right. I don't suppose there's anything else here. Climb the mountain and enter the cave. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't think there would actually be more. Okay.
Quiet.
I have never seen anyone brood as forcefully as your bird woman.
What in the hell? Oh, for fuck's sake.
What did you find, Ishi?
Oh, look, a trap.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, careful. Don't get too close. Don't get too close. These guys are already hostile. Oh, ad has started. I'm an idiot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Fucking hell, the ads are long. The ads should only be 1.5 minutes, which... That's the best I can do, Lord Brown Bear. It's either that or let Twitch have total control over when the ads play. And they'll also play pre-rolls, which I don't want them to do either. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Feels longer when you watch the ads. Both of you are subscribed. Please tell me you're not seeing ads. You should not be seeing ads if you're subscribed. Please tell me that that's not a setting that I somehow forgot to... I am not. No, okay. Whew. For a second there, you guys scared the fucking shit out of me. Because there is an option, I've seen it, to play ads for subscribers, and I made sure to keep that off. I was very fucking concerned there for a moment. You're not seeing ads? Thank you. I was very worried there for a second.
I shall.
Okay, we obviously want to fight these guys up here first, because engaging down there seems like a fucking disaster if they're going to be shooting at us from above. Alright. So what I want to do...
I am ready.
Pallegina, I want you to set up here while the rest of us take care of the archer.
Yes?
Shoot him.
I'm not going anywhere like this.
Yep, here they come. We'll take care of the archer. Yeah, here they come. Here they come. In fact... Oh, yeah, I can do that. Go ahead and mind control this bastard. There we go. And then... Yeah, we're going to disintegrate you. Perfect. Switch to the sword. Nice. Just complain about ads in general, but yeah, turning off pre-rolls is probably the best strat. Everything I've read has said that you want to be able to turn off the pre-rolls. That not doing that is one of the worst things you can do, especially for a smaller channel. Larger channels can kind of get away with it, depending on how dedicated their audience is, but as far as small channels go, yeah, you want it done and out.
Might as well be hitting the water.
It's why I've also set up the bot to announce that there is an ad break. It's why I've set up the thing to show when there's an ad going on, and why I promise to try and delay doing anything while the ad is going on. I still try to talk to you guys, though, because since you are paying, I may as well talk to you, but I try not to let the game go any further. Okay, so that's definitely another trap down there that we can disarm. What is this place? There shouldn't be anything else up here, but we're going to check. Alright, good. I mean, I don't think I make much... I mean, I don't think. I know I don't make much off ads right now, but still. I'm trying to get this slowly... This... Oh, okay. There's a lot of you fuckers. You're named. Is this a bounty that I'm not aware of? No, the last bounty I have is for Barunga. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of you fuckers. Oh, and he's got traps up there, which means approaching him is going to be a pain in the ass. Okay. How do we want to do this? Maya, can you even...
Not a problem, Captain.
Ah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay. So what we want to do is try to engage from the far corner. Yep. Just drop out of stealth. There's no point. Try to force the... Ow! Okay. Oh, yeah. If he's... Can that... No, we're still counted as being in range of his fucking thing. He can still see us. All right, let's just go with the simple stuff. Finish off the Marauder. Paralyze him. I'm going to run forward. Try to disarm these real fast. Game?
That's it. I cannot.
Please? Before everybody starts trying to run in and... Are you... Okay, fine. Nope. I know how we can fix this. Everybody switch to a fucking ranged weapon. There's a reason I gave you all one. Aloth, I'd also appreciate it if you could just go ahead and necromantically hit him. Pallegina, I want you to move around here. Takehu, go ahead and just drop this on top of their heads, please. Don't get any closer, please. Oh, Ishii, you just stay the fuck back. You're useless here. Nope, switch to your ranged weapon. Switch to the ranged weapon. Let's go ahead and drop... No, not Moonwell. That's not really what I want. We'll just keep using the Hailstorm, because it's actually going to hit more enemies. Yes, Pallegina, go ahead and shoot him. Yeah, it's not much, but it'll have to do. Alright, one down. Okay, good. Now, Pallegina, switch to your melee weapon.
No.
There we go. Smack. Smack him. Nope, keep that back. Takehu, you son of a bitch. Don't fucking do that. There we go. Okay. Whew. Alright, now disarm the fucking traps, please. No. Why is it telling everyone to move? Do not do that. Do not fucking do that. Disarm the fucking trap. Thank you.
Indeed.
Ugh. Give me your shit. Oh boy, more stuff. Rekvu's Scorched Cloak grants Bloodfire. Burn damage heals for 10% instead of dealing damage. We need that when we fight that giant motherfucking construct. Holy shit, are we going to need that? Oh, well, they carry one or more injuries. I hate that mechanic. This cloak once belonged to a Huana barbarian known throughout the archipelago as Rekfu, Dread of Invaders. Legend holds that Rekfu appeared only when her force's situation was at its most dire, sustaining injuries in battle that would have killed any other warrior, and yet she never died. In one such early battle, Rekfu was set afire by a devious wizard. She continued to fight through the horde of enemies, her armor ablaze, until she slit the throat of her bitter rival, whose blood quenched the wizard's flames. Rekfu suffered terrible burns. She was unconscious for weeks while her body healed. The scorched cloak was lost when her unconscious body was dragged from the field. We also have a battle axe, Magran's Favor. +2 to all firepower levels, +15 damage as burn. Holy shit. And +20 crit damage as well from it being a battle axe. This battle axe was carried by a warrior of the Forged in Fire, a militant Magranite warband that saw service during the Saints' War. Didn't we kill them in one of the DLC bounty missions? I swear there was a Magranite group in that. I think we killed them. Reportedly, it was crafted by Rufus Akmot, the sect's most venerable weaponsmith. While the weapon was still glowing red from the forges, Rufus is said to have begged Magran to bless the weapon and its creator. When Rufus quenched the weapon, the oil ignited, badly injuring Rufus and burning his smithy to the ground. While later searching the rubble, Rufus claims to have recovered the axe head still red hot. The blade never cooled, a sure sign of Magran's favor. +2 to off fire levels, 15% of burn damage dealt by Magran's favor heals the wielder. Oh, that's good. Living Pyre, +2 all fire kills with Magran's favor, grant 5% damage as burn and 4% action speed, stacks up to 4 times. Not bad, but honestly, the 15% of burn damage dealt dealt to heal is pretty damn good. Kills with Magran's favor deal burn damage to nearby enemies, 15% damage as burn. Okay, so that's just a straight up bonus. And 6 burn damage per second for 4 seconds on targets upon scoring a crit. Okay, not bad, not bad. I wish we had someone who could really take advantage of that, but...
Yes, I shall.
Not bad at all. What is all of this? Heat radiates from the statue in scorching waves. Oh, Flame Naga Hatchling. +2 burn armor rating. It curls about your ankle like a sleepy vine and licks the salt sweat from your armor. Aw, it's adorable. Burn armor bonus, and everyone in your party gains accuracy with fire attacks. Nice. The burn armor alone might be worth it against the giant construct boss that we have to still deal with at some point. Not bad, not bad. Good little adventure. Ooh, new island. What do we want to name it? Something to do with fire, something to do with naga, fire, snakes, serpents. Smolder Scale Island. Yes. I like it. I like it. Now, what the hell else do we have to do around here is the question. None of these islands can be landed on. We do have this place. Vampire's Crypt just screams that this is a fucking world boss. I don't want to go to the Ashen Maw yet. I want to clear out everything else out here that we can before we go to the Ashen Maw. Alright. Is there anything I need to add? Yes. That. Hagfish. That there. Put the rice wine there. The rum. The other alcohol. The rest of the water. Vampire Crypt just emblazoned on the entrance in blood. I mean, maybe. Vampire's Crypt. I mean, that's what it says. The Bent Bough Forest. I don't think there's anything else. We could return to Nekataka real fast and turn in those quests. In fact, I think we'll do that. We've only got a little bit of time left before the stream is up for today. Why are you sailing me directly into a fucking storm, game? Sail directly south, please. There's open water and nothing there. Just sail directly south. These guys can't even hope to catch up to us. We got plenty of food, plenty of water, plenty of medical supplies. There we go. Gonna land at Nekataka. Was it? Hold on. The bounty was for, yes, in the Brass Citadel. And then Return to Queen Onikaza. Okay. I'm going to head up to Circumcrowned, Kahanga Palace rooftops. Oh, stretch. Stretch. Ugh. My queen?
My scouts tell me that you sail from Oriokoiki.
The queen raises her brow.
Do the Wahaki pay the crown obeisance in whatever eccentric form suits them?
The Onikaza rests her chin on her fist and studies you. You can look forward to Wahaki support when the need arises.
You have united the Huana with our missing limb.
For once, she allows herself a deep and genuine smile of gratitude.
Prayer and the wisdom of Kohopa will help steer my next course. I will send for you in time.
Onikaza dismisses you with a wave. Actually, do we have...
freely, Harold.
Nope, we don't have anything else that we need to get from her as far as information goes. Now, let's take a quick trip down to... Oh, right, we have to actually walk through this whole bloody building. I forget about that sometimes. Just let me leave. Let me leave.
Heard about that stunt you pulled in Queen's Birth. Scaring everyone half to death. Tell me, do the spirits watch everything you do? Like, everything?
Maya, do you really want to know the answer to that? Because I guarantee you're not going to like it. You do not want to know how many gods currently have their eyes on us right now and how many spirits are currently traveling in my literal possession. For both of our sakes, you don't want the actual answer to that. I doubt that she is that much of an exhibitionist, Tenwin. There's being an exhibitionist, and then there's being insane as an exhibitionist. And I have a distinct feeling that hers might be a little much. Was he in the Fleet Master's office? I don't remember. I think so. Just head on down there. Also, can we talk about that? Hold on. Before we do anything else, can we talk about that loading screen that we have seen all the time? Can I just point out how disingenuous as fuck it is that they show 5 of your companions fighting in that loading screen when you can only have 4 in your party? For some reason, the more I see it, the more it annoys me. The spirits often describe the in-between as an endless gray, but the watcher as a bright light, so if they are watching, they're just watching you go horizontal and start thrusting at nothing. Oh, God.
My
there we go.
favorite privateer. Clear skies.
Burunga's ship went down with all
It is
hands.
satisfying to see one of our island cousins humbled for a change. May the others take this as an example.
Wakoyo winces as he hefts a bag of coins and passes it to you.
Privateer, you served Rauatai with distinction. No more could possibly be asked of you.
Wakoyo snaps his arms over his chest, his lips quivering with pride. It's been a pleasure working with you. All right, and that is the last of the bounties. That is everything we've got here. All that's left is Rizai Passage. Okay, so there are more islands up there that we have to deal with, one way or the other. Huh. Probably the Vampire Island, it wouldn't surprise me.
I think Ashiza has been nesting with the pages of your grimoire.
Couldn't you control him? You don't see me plucking his feathers for extra quills.
You're free to try, but I'm telling you right now, you'll regret it.
Oh, Aloth would get beaten up by a bird, wouldn't he? Poor Aloth. Do we need to buy anything? I don't think we do. I guess technically we do want to buy one of these because I know there's an achievement for having all of the upgrade slots on your ship filled out, so we should probably get that. I'm gonna go ahead and buy like 200 tar loaf and get that over with. Go ahead and buy... Honestly, we're just gonna go ahead and buy a shit ton of lager. How much of this can we buy? 500? I think we can pay for that. Oh yeah, I think we can pay for that. I think that's no problem right now. No problem whatso-fucking-ever. Crossbow, keep the grimoires. There we go. It's much of a joke that Pallegina already has, but I realized that Aloth is probably Pallegina's favorite companion on your ship. Yes, everybody else bothers Aloth. Him and Pallegina just sit in a corner. He reads a book. She sharpens her sword, and they don't bother one another. And that alone means that the two of them get along better than most of the others do with them. Maybe occasionally Aloth might bring up a point about animancy, but at least with him and Pallegina, I could at least see their conversation being way more chill and even-handed than when Pallegina goes after Jody or vice versa. All right, let's go ahead and grab that. Let's go ahead and throw that on there. Yep, there it is, decked out. Nice. Go ahead and throw those in our supply. Got plenty of water on both sides. Leave by sea. Thank you. Nice. Indeed. God, it takes forever to get through the gullet because you got to go up and down and up and down. Shut up, console hot. I'm glad that the loading screen cuts you off. All right, we've got like 10 minutes, a little bit more than that. I guess maybe one of these has to be a world boss. Like, one of these has to be. It's either something over here or it's something over here. I just don't know which one it is. And that, I think, is the only other island aside from... No, we did Tomb Shore because we named that one, so that's not a problem. And then we have Mutare Okozi. You know what? Let's just go deal with Mutare Okozi. Either they're going to let me land because we now have a formal alliance with the Wahiki, or we're just going to get a repeat of what happened last time. One way or the other. But it's time we actually make some progress on that front. I really hope they don't get into a fight with us. Like, we just signed an alliance with you people. Surely you fucking people will have heard of that, right? Alright, quick save. Here we go. Ugh. Listen. I show you're out there. Let's talk. Yep. We've seen all this before, so I'm just going to kind of speed through the conversation. Please, for the love of God, I don't want to have to kill you guys. He stretched his mouth open and lets out a prolonged yawn. That I don't remember. Greetings.
You are known to us, outsider.
Oh.
But your presence disturbs me all the same.
He cradles an axe in both hands and turns it over with slow, deliberate motions.
This is no place for gods. No place for mortals either. You step on the grounds of Mutare Okozi. I can tell from your expression that you have no idea what this means to our tribe.
He lets the axe hang at ease by his side, though his fingers release none of their tension. I know what it means to the ancestors. This was part of the ancient Hoana evacuation route when Okaizo was lost.
Akira, you know your history better than I guessed. You have the favor of the Wahaki, which is why I tell you this in words and not in bloodshed. Do not set foot in the jungles of Mutare Okozi. It would be a breach of our traditions, and a trip through Rakuhu's bowels for the likes of you. I thought my message to the Hoana Prince was clear. He needs reminding that to trespass on the jungle ruin is a death sentence.
Why do you assume the prince said?
Explorers from Neketaka.
Yep, we saw that part.
The prince sent a second group to find the first. He cares more about riches and plunder than the lives
You
of
sent in the bloody cloth. Yep.
The prince sent explorers into... If Aruihi intends on repeating his mistakes, a prince of Neketaka should put the wishes of his people over his ambition.
Why do the Wahaki protect this island?
We plan for the day when we will recover our past where we left it. On the shores of Lost Ukaizo, while foreigners take our lands out from under us, that future grows more distant.
He flares his nostrils and looks towards the shore.
Ruins in the deeper jungle. They are too precious to risk in an outsider's hands.
What is so dangerous about this island?
Do not venture into the deeper jungle, but we know it for what it is. A place where nature has gone mad.
He lets the silence drag on until the point has its deserving emphasis.
It is not for me to explain the tales of our people, but I warn you to keep your distance. Mutare Okozi has claimed more lives than you would guess.
Noted. Back to my question.
Your curiosity will only be getting you into trouble.
Nonetheless, I'm here for the Lost Expedition and any knowledge of an Okaizo. He shares a guarded look with the other warriors, something private buried beneath layers of exchanged looks and understanding passing between them.
You will find only bones and ruin, blighted with decay. The deeper jungle is fouled. Nature is wrong here.
Yep, we've seen this part. Embetta holds his silence, but his stare is full of warning. Thank you for the warning, but I must be going.
Rosare does not share my reservations about you, and I have several of those. If you earned her confidence, I would be a poor excuse of a warrior to stand in your way. But I would be an even poorer host if I stood aside and allowed the beasts of the jungle to suck your marrow. You see how I am torn in half.
Embetta draws a line in the sand with his toe, focusing down on it thoughtfully. Embetta, you have conducted yourself with honor. Let me do the same, and let us part as friends. He eyes you with interest. At first, you don't know how he's going to react, but then he sweeps sand over the line he drew.
May you live to see cleaner shores than these, outsider.
Embetta inclines his head with respect. There we go. See, I knew there was a way around this. Oh. Game. 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 Yeah. Okay. Whew. Okay, that was scary. 22. Not yet, but you're about to be. Yep. If I want to be a total asshole. Alright, let's check out the burial site down here, and then we will head up to Matario Cozy. Ooh. Blightheart. Ooh, it's a gun! Lower crit damage, lower deflection, lower ranged accuracy too. Ugh. 20% chance to cast corrode damage AoE from self and hobble target on attack. Binds with Chanter, Ranger, and Wizard. Ugh, but its effect though, I don't like it at all. A small oilskin wrapped letter, and it's not even that good of an ability. An AoE cone from self? There's no way it's going to be long enough to match the range on an arquebus. Why would you use this in... That's horrible. That's... Why is that on a long-range weapon? A small oilskin-wrapped letter lay with the arquebus in the grave. The penned letters are blocky and deliberate. Well, now you've done it, fool. I don't know if you'd be a grave robber or just an opportunistic knacker, but you've stepped into a mess in either case. You found the gun, and I don't suppose anything I write here will convince you to put it back where you found it. So be it. Listen and listen well. There be dark places in certain forests where souls linger after death. Hangman's trees, quicksand mires, deadfalls, and like places where people meet their end. The Menpugra find these places hungry for the soul energies. I've seen them. It was my job to clear them out of the woods, them and their monsters, and I was damn good at it. Good enough to become prideful and foolish. I killed me a big one, a Menpugra matriarch, a mean bitch she was, cruel and hungry. Thought I'd make her into a trophy, took her twisted wooden heart out and fashioned a new tool of my trade. There's a blank area at the bottom of the letter, as if some of the text is missing. Keep searching. 2 garnets, and that's it. Ugh. Where is it? I don't know. I can't even bind it to mine, because I'm not a ranger, wizard, or chanter. I mean, I guess we'll give it to Maya. I don't think it's going to be better than the red hand that I've already given her. We don't have a chanter, really. Well, I mean, we do, but I don't really use him. Ugh. And I usually give it to Maya, and no, the red hand is better. Yeah, I know. That's the... It's just not very good, but I feel bad about not using it and finding out more about the lore. So it doesn't even start at, like... It starts at exceptional. That's not even that good. I don't know. Maybe it'll surprise me. Let's bind the soul. Apply 30 dexterity affliction. What? That doesn't even... Oh, I'm gonna hate this, aren't I? There's no way in hell... Does she even have any abilities that inflict... Oh, she does have hobbled shot, I guess. Okay, fair enough. Ugh. Let's go into Matario Cozy and we'll finish up for the day. I just feel bad not using the legendary equipment. Like... Oh, great. Everything is flooded. Of course, now to... Oh.
Help! Please! Come, Blanca! Help me!
Thorn-covered vines encircle this Vailian woman, constricting around her in a deadly embrace. Interesting, why is there Vailian here already? We only know of the prince sending an expedition. Her speech gets cut short as one of the vines about her midsection tightens its hold, nearly forcing the breath from her lungs. Gritting her teeth, she braces against the vine and fights to steal back some breathing room.
Stinking weed!
She regards you with tired, bloodshot eyes.
Nature has turned her hand against this woman. We must not leave her in this state, Captain.
So you can do Matari without killing a single enemy. Okay. I don't know how, but let's see.
I don't know what you are, stranger, but your kindness goes down smooth.
She manages a waned smile towards
Watch her
Takehu.
quickly. We must help her.
Pelagina's eyes dart from Baltia to the vines and then to you.
Agrasima, Sarah! I could use a hand or four.
Let's see if we can do something about those vines.
Thank you. Only I don't know how we're going to manage it.
She strains at the tangled mass of vegetation. Takehu, is there anything you could do to help?
Bakera, a simple matter of denying these vines their beloved water.
Takehu strokes his chin and smirks at the challenge, squatting down and running his hands along the vines, closing his eyes. A sickly black humor pools at your feet as the vegetation expels the last of the rancid liquid that sustained it. What is left behind relaxes its hold on Baltia and diminishes.
Not my finest work, but it is done.
He winces at Baltia and helps her up.
I think that did it. Agrasima.
She struggles to her feet with a pained groan, massaging the aches all over her body.
Our ship landed on the other side of the island, but I am the last of the crew, and I cannot sail her alone.
Essentially, there are a bunch of trees around the island. If you can get a druid, in your case Takehu, or someone wielding the staff from the dark cupboard to reach said tree without being discovered, you can essentially disable enemies in the area. Oh, okay.
May I join your voyage? I do not care where we make port, as long as it is far from here.
Firstly, tell me, what happened to you and your crew?
Director Castel sent us.
Of course.
We were shadowing a Juana expedition, trying to figure out what they were after.
Her gaze wanders towards the outer limits of the ruins.
Corpses, all of them. But we couldn't turn our backs on the mission, so we went deeper into the jungle.
Did you manage to find anything?
North of here, there is a golden disc, big, heavy thing. One of my mates took a piece of it. Everything went wrong after that.
When it comes to dangerous expeditions, y'all really need to realize that if you touch anything, you gotta be prepared for the worst, and most of you adventuring parties really aren't.
Something took us while we rested. Oh gods. I woke up, and there was a flower growing out of my casita's mouth. I started pulling weeds out from between his teeth. Then, I got hit from behind, and woke up here.
Prometheus has survival instinct. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, one last ad. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 9. And for the other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Very nice. Now we just wait for it to finish. We'll stream for a few more minutes just to make up for the time lost by the ads before the next ad break, and then I will get off for the day. Hopefully this week at work will be nice, and we won't have too many issues. And I can hopefully get an update from my artist on that last piece that I'm waiting on, and we will still have our debut next on the Sunday coming up, and hopefully everything will work out right. I'd like this week to just work out right. I don't need extra stress this week. I really don't. 10, 9... Come on, finish up with me, Bezos. Let's go. Get those ads done. Get them off the screen so that I can keep playing for other people who don't have me to subscribe. There we go. How has this place already claimed 2 expeditions?
There is something guiding the creatures here. A woman, I think. She gets under your skin.
Why do I have a feeling you mean that far more literally than you probably mean to? Baltia raises a shaking hand to her
I
temple.
only caught a glimpse of her in passing. Huge. And her daughters are none too fond of outsiders.
You mentioned something about a disc.
We didn't learn much. It was already missing a piece by the time we got here. The most I saw were a bunch of Juana's scribblings.
Those scribblings were made by my people millennia ago. I suppose you just wanted it for the plunder?
Takehu, to be fair, the prince sent us here for pretty much the exact same reason. His was just the plunder of knowledge and trying to find an advantage. The Vailians, yes, were probably just more interested in gold, but don't pretend like we were here on some high-minded adventure either.
Not necessarily. It would have made a fetching desk at the company headquarters.
The side of her mouth twitches with a reflexive smile, and you're not helping the situation,
I
ma'am.
wager it was what the other expedition came to find. Not that their luck was any better than ours.
Welcome to the crew. You should be able to make your way back to the ship from here.
Casita! I will see you on board.
Snapping at a sharp salute, Baltia manages a pained but genuine
If
grin.
I was mad enough to tarry a moment longer, I would walk with a quiet step.
Why's that?
The Pugra who guard this jungle get edgy whenever anyone steps near their trees.
She nods, flashing you a respectful salute.
Trees have an ill will. Perhaps it is best to stay in the water.
Alright, so that's basically the game telling us don't go near the trees. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Ooh, okay, yeah, okay. Oh, there's a soul over there. Okay, can we get near the soul without causing an issue? That would be nice. The lingering soul drifts in a lazy, hypnotic fashion. It does not seem to know or care that its life has been extinguished. The golden wheel weighed as much as Eothas's thumb, but you weren't leaving without a souvenir, something to put a smile on the director's face. Then your boots crunched a soft femur in half and you remembered, wasn't this island supposed to be abandoned? Maybe you didn't beat the Juana expedition in getting here. Suddenly the gold felt like dead weight. You rolled it into a cave for safekeeping. You didn't make it 10 paces toward the beach before something big, crooked limbs and fetid breath plucked you off your feet. Then she squeezed you like a dish rag over a patch of thirsty vines. You bled out so fast, you didn't even have a chance to scream. I'm surprised we can't take that soul with us, since we usually do. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Fall back for a moment. Maya, you have the best stealth skill.
Can do.
Very good stealth skill. I want you to scout ahead before we... Where? Where? Okay, there we go.
For me. What did you find, Ishi?
There's another enemy. Okay, he's heading back that way. Yeah, I see them. I see them, game. I see them. At least I actually have someone.
Can't hide
Ooh, there's the first tree. Oh, I see.
from me.
Okay, so we would have to time this right with her and Takehu. She has to spot, and Takehu has to run in and grab shit when they leave. 5, go, 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 go. Yep. The tree exudes a stench of rotten corruption. Though the vines and sharp leaves twisting about the trunk appear lively enough, there is no life. There is no life of nature. This is no life of nature's design. Read properly. Study the tree, see if it's beyond healing. The bark bulges with rancid sap. Life endures somewhere in the heart of this tree, but time and corruption have twisted it to a nearly unrecognizable form. Someone with a connection to nature could reverse the damage. Have a druid whisper to the tree, convince it to give up the corruption of the heart. Takehu leans in close, whispering to the tree and caressing the bark with care. The surrounding vines shudder and pulse in response. Stepping back, he gives you all an affirming nod. The thorny vines retreat into the earth, and from the heart of the tree a gurgle precedes the expulsion of the dark, bilious water at your feet. Starved of corruption, the tree begins to grow greener and more lively already. Suddenly, you feel a crawling sensation in the back of your head. Fiend, remove yourself from our domain. The disembodied voice batters your mind like a hailstorm before swiftly departing. Oh.
I don't feel so sick anymore. It's been so long since I felt well.
The Demogon blinks at you.
Mother, she will be in a fury if she catches you. Better that you leave now and never return.
What can you tell me about this place?
When Kith angered the gods, a blight spread across their lands. Mother thought only of our survival. Fire, ash, and waves as high as the moon battered the dead fire. Mother
twisted us so that we could endure.
First time we've talked with one of these. In this game, don't forget, we had the two that were outside the Glenfathan Temple back in the first game, who were fully intelligent and the ones who were pissed off that Theos had wrecked their temple.
We have cared for the grove ever since, after a fashion.
I think your mother's already aware of our existence. She spoke in my head.
Then she must despise you, as she does all outsiders. We have been alone for so long. She does not recall the meaning of company.
She winces, the edges around her eyes crinkling with regret.
Do not provoke her. It can only mean your doom.
I'm looking for evidence of lost Ukaizo. Can you tell me anything about it?
Ukaizo. The city that fell to the wrath of the gods? The city of degenerates who brought ruin to the Deadfire?
We talked to one on Tikawara too. Right, we did. And the storybook event where they gave us that mushroom that gave us a buff.
As far as I know, it slipped under the waves and we are better rid of it.
How did you become this way?
Mother convinced us it was the right thing. That was so long ago. Our hearts soured to everything outside of this place. I do not wish to remember.
There were some expeditions that came through here looking for evidence of Ukaizo.
Were they the ones who we... Oh, gods.
She covers her mouth and retches.
I did not ask them why they came when I hurt them.
Try to be cautious. I'll see what I can do around here. And I won't cause any trouble. Farewell.
I promise to try. I can at least calm some of Mother's allies.
She closes her eyes and concentrates, and the jungle grows more serene around you.
Mother is ill. Perhaps even beyond healing, I know not. But you must stop her. My sisters and I, we can help you in the struggle to come. Lend the others your healing hand.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so we also have a slightly safe area that we can operate in over here.
Still is a pond.
Yes, Captain.
What is here? Exceptional mace, this other new shell.
Speak
I
your
do
mind.
wish that if someone's friendly that they wouldn't count as seeing you, because that's kind of annoying. But nonetheless, we should be safe here, since this specific area is fine. Now, what is... We have another soul over here. This fragment of soul vibrates with a sense of deep worry and hesitation. As you draw closer, it drifts towards you with a sense of blind urgency. You pant with exhaustion as you flee, clutching an ornate golden ring in both hands. The hip-deep water slows your escape, but you persist with tattered memory of hope. A pained shriek rings out from the jungle and you turn back, distracted, and manage to run headlong into a towering form. The creature swivels her attention down at you. She plucks you up with a bony talon as one would a doll. Through the haze of disorientation, you make out her pitted face and milk-white eyes. Cackling, she snatches the ring and hangs it on the branch of a tall, gnarled tree. She tells you of the awful fate you'll suffer, feeding her grove, watering her children, but she makes it all sound like an honor. There's a part of you that wishes you could believe her. The vision disperses in a cloud of pain and confusion.
This cannot last, you know.
Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. God damn. Yeah, I know, but the problem is them having a detection radius means I can't really fucking... Okay, so that thing is there. I'll bet you anything that there's a fucking tree up there that we have to interact with. Unfortunately, I don't... Ooh, back it up, back it up, back it up. I don't really have time right now. So, we're going to go ahead and save here for today. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for being here. Oh, it's been a nice stream. I will see you all tomorrow for Endless Space 2, where hopefully we will finally finish off the goddamn Vodiani once and for all. Thank you for the emote, Lord Brown Bear. Hopefully soon you'll be able to use my emotes. And once we get those set up, that would be great. But in the meantime, well, let me go ahead and mute the desktop audio so it's not recording other people's streams when we raid into them. You know, Endless Space 2, Horatio has a line, make Horatio great again. I mean, yeah, that was one I know about. That was very intentional. Yes, it was. It's also a great line. I think I remember, didn't Seth actually use that in his video on Endless Space 2? I'm pretty sure he did. Let me see here. Wow. Okay, Twitch, go ahead and recommend me only people with like 10,000 views. Yeah, I'm going to raid into Asmongold with 219,000 people watching his stream. Holy fuck. Jesus. Okay, yeah, no. We're gonna just end today. I don't know why Twitch is like, yeah, you should go raid into Asmongold of all fucking people. Jesus Christ. No, we're just gonna end the stream. Thank you all for being here. Go raid Asmongold. He's all right. He's not as bad as people make him out to be. He is a jackass, though. There's no doubting about that. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you, Tamwin. Thank you, Lord Brown Bear. Thank you, Kato. And thank you, Sint. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you all tomorrow for the next stream. Again, I'll keep you guys updated on how the rest of the streams are going to go for the rest of the week, depending on what I hear from my artists in the next few days. Thank you all for being here. Hope you all have a glorious day, and I'll see you tomorrow.